Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy and Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensberger from Hoffensberger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensberger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful town of Jenkins, Kentucky, as we have a special doubleheader brought to you tonight by the Bank of Hyman. As we are here at Whitney Creech Court for the Jenkins Glory Road game. And Brian, it's Jim McCauley with Brian Johnson. I just wanted to say, you look around and see these old Letterman's jackets, yeah. And I know that you're an old Cavalier yourself, and what a wonderful evening it's got to be for anybody from Jenkins High School.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the history and the nostalgia of one of the original schools here in the 53rd District, and I remember when we started school here, and I know it's hard for you to be in here amongst all this green, I understand. But, you know, it's a good thing when you get to come back home and you get to experience something like that. And with this Glory Road game and the things that we've been doing in different schools throughout the state of Kentucky, this is such a big deal. And you see all these people, the alumni trickling in. It brings a lot of emotion. So I don't know how much good I'll be to you tonight on this broadcast, but we'll try to get through it. We've got a special guest with us here tonight, and one of my best friends' daughters that we kind of grew up here together, and we're going to talk to Miss Kayla Bentley, the daughter of Teresa and Jerry Bentley, who kind of put the girls program back on track in the late 80s after they had their good run in the early years. and kind of made Jenkins the staple of the 14th region and the 53rd district for many, many years.
Oh, I agree. And, you know, and you're doing the same thing when I had all the people up to Fleming Neon.
Yeah.
I called everybody by their maiden name. And
oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
And guys, you know, we're so blessed to have Kayla here. And if you talk about one person that grew up in a gymnasium, because I remember her as a bitty when her mom and dad were coaching at Jenkins. So, Kayla, what's it feel like for you to come back here?
It honestly, since I walked through the door, it's been overwhelming. And like Brian said, it's a little bit emotional seeing people that, you know, I saw Kara Sampson out there and she come and hugged my neck, and so many people said, I've not seen you since you were a little girl. But it's just awesome. I saw some of my own former players. So it's really cool to see all the people walking in here, and it just feels like a really special night.
Well, you know, Kayla, and, you know, when we did this at Neon, I felt the same way as you and Brian. And, you know, you've been in the gym probably a million times, but when you come back and this is going on and you see all the faces that you remember when you were a child, a player, it hits a little different, doesn't it?
It does. It's really cool, and I'm super glad that they're putting this on here tonight. It's a wonderful thing to honor the hard work of so many people, and that I saw firsthand. You all said I grew up here. My mom actually coached when she was pregnant with me. So.
And I did. I would
Always
imagine
been in the gym.
She never complained either.
I used to tote my little Barbie dream house up here on these top bleachers and play during ball practice, and would get yelled at if I rolled a ball out on the floor. So.
Well, yeah. Oh, I understand it, because I mean I'm still a little bit scared of your mom right now.
Understandable.
But you know, I know it's very difficult. But can you tell me 2 or 3 things that really stand out to you about either your time as a player, a fan, or and you did a multitude of things here before you changed jobs as well. So can you kind of pick a couple of high points for me?
Jenkins has always been special, and I think, you know, because we weren't, before the schools consolidated, you know, we weren't a county school, so I think that always made us feel like a strong sense of community here, really small and tight-knit, and we always had each other's backs, and whether good or bad. But I think something that sticks out most to me, and I think about a time when my parents were coaching, and just seeing firsthand behind the scenes of what all goes into building a program, and having done it myself. But I just remember the snow days of going to every player's house and Dad putting railroad ties in the back of the truck so that we could make it up their hill, and getting everybody to practice. And what's funny is those high school basketball players would pray that we had school, because if it was a snow day, that meant we had a 3-hour Teresa Bentley practice, you know?
Absolutely.
And, you know, when you work with kids like Jerry and Teresa did, or, you know, Brian, or you know, all the people that did it, you know, that really, as an adult and at my age now, when people criticize a coach across anything and they don't know that they're giving up their time with their family, dinners at the table, all the things to do for your child.
That's right.
And, you know, maybe the wins and losses don't add up or something here, but before you jump on the internet and make a negative claim, remember, most coaches aren't doing it for money. They're not doing it for ego. They're doing it because they love either their community, the children, or both.
That's right. They literally, my parents dedicated their entire lives to this school system, and it was a privilege to grow up and be their child, and have them as my example. So I'm really honored that they're being honored here tonight, and I'm excited to see everybody come back, and I'm looking forward to it.
And it's been a great school system. This school system has produced so many great people for the communities that do different things. I mean,
doctors, lawyers, pharmacists.
Yeah, your sister. You know, she went through this program, went through this school system as a doctor. They produce successful people, and that's the thing. You know, when you talk about these coaches and the time that they put in, their teams become their family, because they're spending all their time in the gym or in practice or in film session, more time with those kids and other people's children than what they do with their own children.
Yeah.
So, you know, Kayla, I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Uh-oh.
Your favorite game that you've watched here?
Ever?
Ever.
Probably when I was coaching, and it was we hosted the 53rd District Championship here, Whitney Creech's senior year. We played June Buchanan, and we had split with them during the season, and man, pulled out a triangle and two. That was a nail-biter ball game, but yeah, that was probably one of my favorite memories. It might not have been a championship. That might have been the play-in game because the championship was against Not Central. But yeah, that was a good one. There were a lot of good memories as a player, but man, as a coach, I got to coach Whitney Creech.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know, they didn't put her name on the court by accident.
That's right.
And what an awesome experience. And Kayla, I just want to thank you for coming by, and I really want to extend my heartfelt thanks to your parents. You know, being from Neon, you know, we always, well, I'm not going to say, I always, you know, when Neon didn't win, I wanted Jenkins to win.
There you go.
Good job. Good deal.
Thank you all.
But thank you for coming by tonight. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the night.
Thank you.
See you, Kayla.
Bye.
Okay, really quickly, but we've got another interview, but we're going to do the keys of the game really quick to get this out of the way. Brian, you know, I had a chance to look over some stats a little bit with the Lady Cavs and Fairview. This is my first time ever watching Fairview.
Me too.
So if you don't care, go ahead. And do you feel like breaking down a little bit? What does Jenkins Lady Cavs have to do? And we are doing the Tim Short keys of the game.
Well, you know, when you look at these two teams, they kind of match up together pretty evenly. I think they're going to be an evenly matched team. Both teams, they shoot the ball. They don't shoot a whole lot of three-pointers, either one of them, actually. But I think the key to the game is going to be you're going to have to limit turnovers if you're Jenkins. Make sure you take care of the basketball. And then on the other end, you're going to have to make sure you keep Fairview off the boards. I think Fairview's got a little bit of size on them. I think Fairview might be able to rebound just a little bit better than what they've seen in the past. Jenkins, Jenkins is averaging about 40 points a game, so they will push it up just a little bit. Fairview, on the other hand, averages about 38 points a game, so they're pretty even. Both teams shoot the ball about 35% from the field, about 20-some from the three-point line. So we've got a pretty evenly matched game. So, you know, we talk about it day in and day out in all these games that me and you are doing or with our other guys. Take care of the basketball. Don't turn it over. Make sure you limit shots, limit offensive rebounds. That's going to be the key to be successful in this game.
Yeah, you know, when you look at both teams, you know, you've got two girls that really stand out on both teams offensively. And first, Ella Sutherland, we had a chance to watch her in the Class A, 8th grader, but boy, does she play above her age level. And the other is Kiana Shepard, which gives them some size and did really well. And on Fairview's side, you've got Emma Pierce and Madison Loving. And both of those, averaging 13 and 11 a game. So both of those two girls for both teams, primarily the major offensive threats to watch tonight.
Yes.
And that's the keys of the game. And we're going to be doing a lot of interviews. It's not going to be a traditional broadcast for us tonight, much like we did at Neon. We're trying to bring some people in. And another next person coming in, superintendent of Jenkins Schools, and a good friend of mine and a guy that I really respect, Damien. You want to just so glad that you could join us tonight, Damian Johnson. And how does it feel to step in here and see all this stuff and be able to showcase your school?
Well, you know, this is a great day for us. I've looked forward to this so much, and my staff has went above and beyond. They've worked so hard in preparing to this to make it a special event, but it's long overdue. You know, this gym itself has existed for 55 years. This school system has existed for 113 years. And so there is a long, rich history in Jenkins that just doesn't exist in a lot of places anymore. There's not a lot of community schools like this, and it is an honor to be able to put together a celebration of that.
Oh, and I agree. I mean, you know, when I'm at Neon doing our glory days over there, and I'm sure I've already talked to Brian and Kayla about it, it hits different when you walk in and see your peers that are here in these old Letterman jackets like I see that You've got yours on. And I was, at times, I'm rather envious that you still have the identity that was absorbed when Letcher County Central consolidated, because, the Jenkins Neon rivalry was a great rivalry.
Absolutely.
And because we all knew each other really well, and it wasn't a rivalry with a lot of animosity, people, because, we go to the same proms, you go to the same places to hang out.
Absolutely.
So it was really cool. Now, Damien, I want to kind of brag on you a little bit. I've been so impressed with what you did, and I know that it's not just you. You've got a wonderful group of helpers, and I know most of them, and they're outstanding human beings. But you walk into this gym, and it will take your breath away. This is as nice a gym that you'll step in anywhere.
Well, I'm biased because it's my vision, and I've been able to bring that to life. But I will say this, because of our size, we've always struggled with football, and football is the identity of a lot of schools. But for us, it's not. It's basketball. And what is most important in any school building is what goes on day to day in the classrooms and the hallway. But the public can't see that. Mm-hmm. This gym is the face of this school. And so we wanted to make it as nice as we could, and we've worked for years to just make this the heart of the building, which is the heart of the school, and the school's the heart of the community.
Yeah, that's very well said. And I always say, when I was the athletic director, our athletic fields and gymnasiums, the front porch, the first thing you notice, and that's why I strive. But when I walked, I have not been in this gym in a while, and I walked in, I was like, holy cow, it looks awesome in here. And not just that, your enrollment's up. You're doing a lot of great things here. Last year coming off that incredible district championship in basketball, and coming up from I was doing the game on the TV, but I looked around and I saw every teacher in your school cheering. It really hit home to me that you're doing a great job here with the culture, Damien.
Well, academics changes people's lives, but nobody comes to school to take a test. And
you're right.
Yeah, it's true. I was a great student, but I don't remember one test. But I have a lot of memories with this guy right here playing basketball.
Did he ever pass it to you?
I'm going to tell you something. Not because he's sitting here.
Probably not.
Not because he's sitting here, but I will say this to anybody. I love playing with this guy. He was a senior when I was a sophomore, so I didn't get a lot of run, but I got a little bit of time. But if I was open, I got the ball, and I always appreciated that. Brian was the type of player that made people that he played with better.
And that made our teams good back then. We had a lot of guys that could score, and it wasn't just a one-man show by no means.
By no means.
But, and we talk about that all the time in successful programs. If the kids love each other and the culture is good, I see so many kids, because we come to a lot of, larger school venues, and when after the game you'll see a kid go here and a kid go here and a kid go here. But at a smaller school, sometimes you see all the kids go together, and they're staying on out of each other's houses, and they're doing all those things together. And towards the end of that, you start getting that success, that what happens. And you've got a great coach in Winston Lee. I haven't had a chance to really meet Coach Sutherland yet. I do admire his shoe game, which is on point.
On point.
But,
yeah, I like it. I like that as well.
Hey, Damien, we're going to have to get started here, but I just want to thank you so much for taking time, and what a wonderful job you've done at the superintendent of Jenkins Independent School System.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here to cover this. You guys do a great job.
You make us very proud to be alumni.
So we're going to take a break as they do the national anthem, and we'll come back with the starters and get ready to roll. Thank you.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here, Linden, caught at the 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
For over a century, Bank of Hindman has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hyman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Hyman, where tradition and trust still matter.
Welcome back to beautiful Jenkins, Kentucky, Whitney Creech Court here at the Jenkins High School for the home of the Glory Road game. And Brian, there has been a lot of pomp and circumstance already.
Yeah, they have. They had all the former band members since the school's been in inception play the national anthem. Everybody down there getting recognized. And right now they're recognizing two of our former band directors, Miss Karen Corbett, who passed recently, and her family is accepting her recognition as we speak. And Mr. Buster Brown, who is a former band director and teacher and principal here when I was here in school. So yeah, it's been there's a lot going on, Jim, and I don't really know. It's kind of just takes you back and takes you away for a while.
I think the term nostalgia, and sometimes when we use that word flippantly, but I know that I felt it so much, and I know this hitting for you the same way.
Yeah. We're going to get the starting lineups going right now for Fairview. Coached by Tim Pierce with a record of 6-11. Starting right now at one guard, number 2, Emma Pierce. And number 55 is going to be Kylie Parks. 33, Madison Caskey. And number 0, Katie Stewart. And number 3, Paige Van Bieber. Next is going to be the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers, coached by Coach John Sutherland. At one guard is going to be Rylan Newsom, number 4. Number 11, Ella Sutherland, starting at another guard as an 8th grader. Number 13, Alexis Hammonds. Starting at center, junior, number 1, Bella. Starting at center, number 1, Isabella Holbrook. Number 15, senior. And number 15 rounds out the starting 5 with Harlow Bates. Your officials for tonight's game: Tim Trent, Jimmy Cecil, and Brian Napier. And I've called many games with all 3 of those gentlemen.
So, and I'm not for sure. Did they call Madison Loving's name in the starting lineup?
They did not.
And Madison's second leading scorer on the team tonight. Number 1, I don't see her out there tonight. So we've got Bella Holbrook. It looks like getting ready to jump it off in the middle. And it's going to take us a while to get some of these names from the Fairview kids. So bear with us tonight.
And I don't even see Madison over on the bench.
And there's so much illness going around, and flu is rampant. So, I hope everything's okay. So jumping will be Madison Caskey for Fairview. Fairview, if you guys don't know, located up in the Ashland area.
16th region.
Small school up there. The only alumnus I've ever met from there was a guy named Eddie Dixon, who was a principal in Lawrence County Schools for a while, and he recently retired, working on his golf game. Boy, he was proud of his Fairview roots.
Yes, he was.
Ball's tip, controlled by Jenkins. Sutherland's got the ball. Swings it around, back to Sutherland. She's going to drive, kicks it back out. Over to Harlow Bates on the wing. Down inside, DeBella Holbrook puts it up. Gets the rebound, back to Harlow Bates.
Yeah, and Fairview's packing in a zone right now.
Well, when we looked at the stats for both teams, Brian, that both teams really don't shoot a lot of three-pointers. Fairview on the break. Nice bounce pass, but it slips away and is turned over, and Harlow Bates recovers it, and the Cavaliers are coming back the other way with it.
That was a good look that time.
Yeah, it was a great one-handed pass. Skip pass intercepted by Caskey. Yeah, Emma Pierce, obviously, she's going to be she made that great one-handed pass. Obviously, as she drives in, as she's going to walk, as she turns it over, palms the ball a little bit.
Just a little bit there. Got her hand underneath of it. Got her for the carry.
And, Brian, before we'll get into this, but, boy, how much fun was that UK game today?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I could take it, though, if they keep playing like that. They can't keep getting down.
No.
They're going to cause me to have a heart attack.
No, and I looked at in their remaining, 15 games or something, they have the second hardest schedule in the nation.
Yeah.
Long three, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net, and that was
Newsom for three.
Braylon Newsom. So the Cavaliers take an early 3-0 lead.
We talked earlier, neither one of these teams really shoot a lot of threes, but that was a good-looking shot.
Nice take by Pierce as she goes in and draws the foul from Sutherland, and is going to have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
It's going to be three the hard way there, Jim, and that's a good drive, and she's done that twice already. One time she dropped it off to her teammate, and they just couldn't handle the pass, and this time she's breaking down the defense, getting into the heart of it.
Yeah, nice free throw now. It's tied 3-3.
She averages 14 a game, so she's probably their leading. She is their leading scorer.
Yeah, Jenkins, Harlow Bates kicks it back up top, swings it over, and it's going to be once again, it's Caskey that picks the ball off, and she's heading the other way. Makes a nice move and draws the foul. And listen, that's two on Sutherland, and that's he'll afford that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get in trouble in transition with bailing her out on a foul. But and you're talking about Pierce there, she will definitely take the ball to the basket.
Misses the front end. And Sutherland's going to have to come out as she subbed in for 0-0, and 0-0 is Emily Whitaker. Just a seventh grader, I think.
She is.
Second one rattles in, so Fairview takes the lead 4-3. And in Sutherland, such a big part of their offense, it's going to see where the scoring's going to come from now. I don't see Shepard tonight for the Lady Cavs.
No, I don't see her either.
Their second leading scorer. The ball is overthrown. Fairview picks it up. Cassie's coming down the court in a hurry. She's going to go all the way to the rack with a nice step through, misses the layup.
Jenkins is going to have to stop the ball, especially with her, because she's going right to the rim.
Yeah, it reminds you of Ava Napier, and she gets the ball and just takes off very quick with the basketball as the ball spins around. Newsom again for three, rattles off.
Hit the wire?
I guess that's...
yeah, he pointed at the wire.
Now, Brian Napier doesn't miss anything.
He's going to get it right.
Every time. And if he's not right, he still thinks he's right.
Yes.
So Jenkins going to drop back here, and looks like they're playing man-to-man.
They are playing man-to-man. They're going to get a matchup here. And we've got Miss Bates is going to try to guard Pierce out top.
Yeah, Pierce. I called her Caskey. Pierce, sorry. Into Caskey, and it's overthrown. Bella Holbrook picks it off, and the Lady Cavs are going the other way with it. Swing pass over to Harlow Bates, out to Whitaker. Whitaker for three and hits it.
Good looking shot.
Yeah, really nice.
We talked earlier, Jenkins don't shoot a lot of threes. They've made two already.
And they're going to call a charge right there. Cavs going the other way with it.
Yes, and that's a good call by the official there. And like I said, somebody's going to have to stop her because she's going right to the basket, and finally somebody stepped over and took the charge.
Yeah, with Whitaker with that three, much better form than her father, Paul, had ever shooting the ball. Another three-point basket from the Cavaliers.
That was Meade.
So three different Cavaliers have hit three-pointers, and our prognostication of no three-point shooting has proved to be rather errors.
Yeah, nobody needs to listen to what me and you have to say.
No, we just look good, Brian.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Underneath, number three for Fairview puts it up, misses it, but it's going to bounce off the foot and stay with Fairview.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get a handle on it there. Come off a little bit odd off the relay. Still staying in the man-to-man, out of bounds underneath.
The ball goes in, and Caskey misses it and rebounded by Holbrook. Whitaker gets the ball up ahead on the break, and she is going to lose control, and it goes out of bounds and go back to Fairview. Coach Johnson, give me I looked at Sutherland's shoes over there, and let me tell you, those are some dapper scoots, my friend.
Those are. I think we need to frame those and put those in this Glory Road Hall of Fame.
Oh, I agree. And that was number 3.
Van
Bieber, and she drains one. Bates threw it away inside. Fairview coming up. Emma Pierce on the break. And nice step through, but they're going to call her for steps.
Call her for a walk. And as you can see, Fairview, when they get the ball, they're going to give the ball to Pierce.
Just say go.
And she's going.
Yeah.
And what Jenkins is going to have to do is stop her.
At this time, we'd like to give our first kick back. And it will go to Robin Creech Cancer.
And I'm not for sure how long these breaks are going to be. So they're doing an Otis Letterman jacket, and they're doing some different things tonight. And I'm trying to find everything on this media guide that was sent by Coach Winston Lee. You think we take a break, Steve? Let's take a break and come back in just a couple of minutes, okay?
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Hey, welcome back to Jenkins Whitney Creech Court, Jenkins High School. 9-6 right now, 3:44 in the first quarter, and there's going to be a lot of different things going on tonight, so bear with us. Like I said, this won't be our standard broadcast as we do all the Glory Road formalities. Cavaliers bring it up into the half-court set. Whitaker dribbling the ball. Looks like she's going into a little trap, and they take it away, and Fairview heading the other way. Caskey's leading the break. And she travels, so Fairview going back the other way. Cavaliers going with it.
Good pressure that time up the floor for the Lady Cavaliers. So kind of done a little run and jump action on her and kind of caught her off guard. But you can see Fairview, they are packed in the paint big time. Jenkins has hit 3 so they're going to have to continue to hit three-pointers to get them to come out of that zone or to spread it out just a little bit because there's nowhere to go inside that paint.
No, it is congested as the parking lot here at Jenkins
Absolutely.
High School. Pierce drives, kicks it out for the 3 from 55, and that will be Kylie Park. She misses it, and Jenkins going the other way with it. Over to the wing, Whitaker spots up for the 3, shoots it in, bingo!
Same spot, same result.
And a quick transition the other way, and Fairview gets a bucket from Paige Van Bibber. And Jenkins throws it again over to the wing, back to Harlow Bates in the high post. Trying to get it into Holbrook, but she's completely surrounded by 3 players, and they knock it out of her hands. Emma Pierce coming. She's looking to survey the court. Over to Caskey for 3. Comes off.
Hit the shot clock.
Okay.
Out of bounds.
Fast and furious pace when the girls are playing here.
Yeah, it's first quarter's moved by fairly quickly.
Jenkins brings it up. Whitaker gets the ball, thinking about it, flips it over on the wing.
They're giving her just a little bit more attention now that she's made those 3s.
She draws the foul. Whitaker, just a 7th grader, really looking good out there.
Yeah, she shoots the ball really well. She's going to go to the line there after she got fouled by Van Bieber.
Free throws up on its way, and it's going to rattle off. Checking in for Fairview is number 10, Riley McCormick. She'll take the place of Van Bibber. And a lane violation on the Cavs. It'll go back to Fairview.
Got a little antsy. Jumped in a little quick.
Pierce bringing the ball up the floor. She's going to take Bates one-on-one, drives in the middle, and she draws charge. It was a nice by, that was Kinley Mead?
Yes, that was Mead there.
Great job.
Stepping in, taking
If you're going to stop the drive, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, and they've seen Pierce. Once she gets going, she's not stopping. She's going all the way to the rim. And that's all you got to do is step over and take the charge.
Whitaker drives. Misses a shot. Fairview comes, but Whitaker takes it away, and she's going to draw the foul. Listen, Whitaker had came to play.
Hey, I tell you what, Whitaker is doing a phenomenal job in there. She's scrapping around, getting loose balls, being aggressive.
So she'll go back to the free throw line. Jenkins clinging to 12-8 lead, 1:49 left in the first quarter. Ball's up and rattles out.
That was everything but down in. All the way around and down and bouncing in and around.
Free throw up. That one looked good from the start. So give Whitaker, what's that, give her 7?
7 points for Whitaker on the night. She's averaging 4, so she's already well above her average.
But they're going to have to find somebody, and I assume that could be her, as Bates steals it, makes an outlet pass to Newsom, back over to Bates. 3-point away, and it's no good. Rebounded by Fairview. Caskey's got the ball, guarded by Bates, and they're going to call a foul on Bates. And some other scores went around today. Letcher Central with the 1-point big win at Lady Cougars over Pulaski County.
That's a good win on the road.
A good win on the road. And then Hazard Lady Dogs continuing their winning ways with the big win against Montgomery County.
Yeah, that's a big win for them, and we had them the other night. They played well.
Yeah, you had them in the Pikeville game.
Yeah, against, and Pikeville is, you take the 2 winners of each region, 2 regional winners. That was a very good ball game over there the other night.
Fairview going to inbound it over here on the side. Going to throw it up to Pierce at the top of the key. Surveys the defense, a minute to go.
Jenkins still playing man-to-man.
Nice step through by Pierce. And you got to keep her out of the paint.
Yeah, she's got 6 of their 10 in the first quarter.
Newsom brings the ball up over to Whitaker. Back to Newsom for 3. Nice rebound. Looked like number 1 for Jenkins.
Holbrook.
Bella Holbrook, and she goes up and gets fouled.
Yeah, she had good inside position there on the offensive glass. Come away with the rebound, go straight back up strong, get fouled from behind.
First free throw up and good. Jenkins 14, Fairview 10, 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Jenkins High School Glory Road game. The first doubleheader. The men's team will take on Buckhorn in the second game. Misses the second free throw. Yep, that's going to be 3 on her. And great job by Coach Sutherland telling the girls, what, you got to cut her off and maintain your position.
Just stand there, and she has got to realize she needs to stop.
Yeah. Well, she's going to stop because she's going to foul out.
Yeah, I mean, she's got 3 fouls, and all 3 of them are offensive fouls.
Ball spun around over to the left side. Ball tried to get inside, knocked away. Jenkins is going to maintain possession. Mead will inbound it. She's going to throw it over to Holbrook in the corner, trying to trap her. She throws over the trap.
Yeah, she's got good size. She can see over the traps.
Whitaker inside. Ball up, rattles around, almost rebounded by Holbrook, and then it's taken away by Mead. She throws it up off with no time, no good. 14-10 into the first quarter. Jenkins Lady Cavs ahead. We'll take a break and be right back.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
My
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
New year, new tech. Start 2026 connected with the latest devices from Appalachian Wireless. Upgrade to the powerful new iPhone 17 or the sleek iPhone 17 Air. Get more done with iPad A16 or stay connected with Apple Watch Series 11 or Ultra 3. And for the kiddos, the Explorer X6 Play, the smartwatch made just for kids. New year, new devices, and the service you trust. Right here at Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today at one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities, to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, welcome back to Jenkins High School Gymnasium. As Brian, could you give us a brief little summarization of what they just did?
They were just recognizing the teams of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they were going through some of their accomplishments. You talking about in the 75-76 team, they had 3 All-Staters on that team. Kathy Mahan, Deborah Oden, who played for the University of Kentucky, and Mitzi Combs for those 2 years. So they're going to win some ball games when you've got that kind of player playing for you.
And, you know, that was kind of along the time of just the reignition of girls basketball. You know, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, you know, for a long time they didn't play girls basketball. Yeah. And, you know, if you're in the 14th region at that time, Jenkins was a household name.
Yeah, they were. They had very good teams, and they had very good coaches. Henriette and Rita Wright, you know, they mentioned them there during the quarter break as well.
As Whitaker fires a 3 for Jenkins, and it's misses. Fairview comes the other way with it.
You know, much like when we had the Neon throwback game, you talk about the coaches Doug and Sue Wright. Back then, you had a lot of husband-wife coaches.
Yeah.
Coaching tandems.
Fairview fires up a long 3, rebounded, offensive rebound, and number 55 for Fairview, and that is Kylie Parks, and she is fouled and is going to get a chance to go to the free throw line for 2. But, yeah, you're right, Brian. And, you know, I love my wife dearly, but
don't want to coach with her.
I don't want to coach with her. It's hard enough to pick a restaurant to eat at.
I hear you.
First free throw up's a little bit short. 14-10, 6:56 to go in the second period. You know, looking around, I see a lot of former players here from Jenkins. Hopefully we'll be able to grab a few and interview. You know, some very talented teams. And Brian, you know, of course, you were a part of one of those teams.
Yeah, and there were good teams here when I was in grade school and then got into the high school area. That, you know, that mid '80s. I think that's when we really started establishing our boys program again.
Whitaker with the long 3. It's going to be a little long, but Holbrook gets a rebound. Back over for another 3, and this is number 4, Raylan Newsom, for her second 3 of the night. as Jenkins extends the lead 17-11, but quickly the other way. Fairview misses it. Bella Holbrook with another rebound. And boy, she has been a rebounding machine.
She has.
Tonight.
She's been all over the glass for sure for the Lady Cavaliers, offensively and defensively.
Newsom and Whitaker really doing a great job scoring for the Lady Cavs. As it goes back out to Newsom, over to Whitaker. Whitaker's going to shoot the long three. It's come up a little short, but rebound by the Lady Cavs. Still got it. Back out to Whitaker. Over to Newsom. Newsom spots up for the three, and it's in and out, but rebounded by the Lady Cavs. Up and finally Fairview gets the rebound, wrangles it down. The ball goes the other direction.
Jenkins there with several second chance opportunities.
And Parks gets fouled as she goes up for the shot.
Yeah, Fairview is beating Jenkins down the floor right now in transition and even off the rebound. So they need to make sure they're getting back a little bit quicker and stopping the ball.
Jenkins, always had a great tradition with basketball. But, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, football and then, track has always been a real anchor for the athletic program here at Jenkins.
It has.
Outstanding, you go back to the Nairmores all the way through. And you could probably talk a little bit about some of those, Brian, because you did run track. You did hurdles, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I done all the jumping events.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Jenkins back the other way with a 17-14 three-point lead. Whitaker kind of cooled off from three-point line, so now she drives in and takes it in, and she's had several just come in and out.
All over, and she's still after the ball.
It's going to be tied up. Possession arrow's going to stay with Jenkins. My dad had, he graduated from Fleming Neon in 1968. He talks about some of the outstanding athletes. Eddie Conley, he said, was just a phenomenal athlete there that went on to start at Moorhead.
Yeah, you had him and you had the Greers. And when you talk about that track program that Jenkins has, it goes back to coaching there as well, and that's Charles Dixon. He was our coach when I was there, and he coached there when my dad was there and was outstanding track person.
Yeah, Parks gets fouled again, so she'll go back to the line. Parks living at that free throw line.
Yeah, she's given a hard way to go. She started getting on the boards for Fairview and the Lady Eagles, and she's making it tough for the Cavaliers to keep her off the glass.
Sutherland back in the game for the Lady Cavs with those early two fouls. Harlow Bates is going to check back in.
This is Parks, her sixth free throw in this quarter.
Yep. So now a 2-point lead for Fairview. Newsom comes down, throws the ball into Bates at the high post. Back out to Newsom, over to Sutherland. Sutherland's going to have a hard time driving into that defense because they're still packed in.
Yeah, they're packed in there like sardines. You're not getting in the paint.
Yeah, skip pass over to Sutherland again. Pulls up and shoots the jumper a little bit long. Fairview wrangles it down on a fast break. You've got Van Bibber coming down, and she is going to miss the layup.
Yep. Sutherland twisted her ankle there when she shot that. She came down on somebody's foot.
Boy, she's not had anything but bad luck so far here in the first half of this game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to help her off the court as she twisted her ankle.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing too serious. She seems to be doing a little better now.
A lot of times when you twist that ankle, as well as I do, it's that first initial shock when it gives, and then finally sometimes you can get up and kind of walk it off, and she don't need to let it get stiff on her right there.
It's all right. She's got the best cut man in the business, Winston Lee over there, getting ready to put a spad on it.
He's getting ready to work on it.
And, Winston, he does about everything but drive the bus over here at Jenkins.
And I think he lets his dad drive the bus.
That's right. Jenkins moves around into Harlow Bates at the high post, thrown away. Now Fairview with Pierce with those three fouls, throws the ball up, intercepted by Holbrook. Boy, Holbrook really playing well.
Yes, she is. She's had herself a nice game so far for the Lady Cavaliers.
Mead over to Newsom. Over to Alexis Hammonds, back to Newsom, back to Mead. Trying to work the ball into Holbrook, but it's just tough sledding in that paint as Holbrook somehow comes out with it.
Yeah, they're not going to let Holbrook get an easy catch in there on the block.
Ball saved underneath the Fairview. Fairview coming the other way. Pierce leads the break. She's going to make a nice pass out to Van Bibber, and for a tie game, 17-17.
That's a good look up the floor, and then, you know, that time Pierce pushing the ball, throws it ahead, gets the easy basket for her teammate.
Yeah, and a nice catch in transition to go up and make that bucket.
Yeah, run the lane well.
Ball goes inside to Jenkins. Looks like it's knocked away, but it's going to maintain, Jenkins will maintain possession.
We got a timeout.
To the full timeout?
Looks like it. That might be a timeout on the, they were going to do a timeout in the first and third quarter, so no, there's not going to be a timeout. That's those dead ball media type timeouts they were talking about they were going to do. They're going to do them in the first quarter and the third quarter. First dead ball under 4.
So Jenkins going to inbound the ball, tied up. 3:06 left in the first half. Ball's threw out to Harlow Bates. She's going to throw it inside. Ball goes up. Shot by number 13, Alexis Hammond's a little short, and here comes Pierce. She's going to stop and shoot the jumper this time. Wow, good-looking jump shot.
Yeah, I mean, I believe I would do that instead of driving in there and picking up a player control foul.
Plus, it's a lot less painful.
For both players.
Yep. Fired up by Hammonds, and Fairview got the ball, and Pierce on the run again. She looks down the floor, throws it up to Van Bibber. Van Bibber misses the easy shot. Jenkins going the other way with it.
But still, if you see, Fairview has the advantage because they're outrunning Jenkins down the floor.
Every time. All over to Bates, and it's stolen by Van Bibber, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll stay with Jenkins. You know, Brian, I think about, you know, back in our high school days and those era and some of those great games we used to have at pickup ball at the old Jenkins gym.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you guys, I wasn't worth a hoot. So you went up there, and they were ballers.
Yeah, they were players there. You know, you start thinking about some of the guys that played there. And we talk about not just the Jenkins kids, but, you know, Pete White was over there playing. Joe Green.
Yeah, you talk about
Mark
guys,
Johnson.
Yeah, you're talking about just a lot of really good players. And you go up there and you've got Robbie Royalty, and you've got Brian Johnson, and you've got Johnny Ray, and you've got Lanier Gray, and Mike Castle. And, you know, it was really cool times.
Wouldn't you like to have those back?
I think the 14th region would look a little different with those guys.
You'd be in trouble if you had all those guys back playing right now.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that. Some of the older teams back in the day, in the 80s and 90s that we had at Jenkins and Fleming Neon and Letcher, you know, Troy Lee Thomas, the Gent boys, all those guys.
Yeah, Whitaker's going to drive right here, dribbles it off her knee out of bounds. This is going to go back to Fairview, and Fairview leading by 2 with the minute 51. And, yeah, you know, the thing difference, you know, and I'm sure that every old head out there, you know, you didn't have video games. You didn't have cell phones. So it was Saturdays and Sundays, you know, you got up and you went to look for the ball games.
Look for a ball game.
And, you know, you could go to the mini park at Jenkins. You could go to the old Jenkins gym if somebody had enough pool to get the keys. You're playing at Hemphill. You're playing at the church or the swimming pool. And that was something that every kid did, and it really made you such a better athlete.
A lot better athlete. You played with people that were older, more experienced, and it helped you grow. And and you're right, we didn't have all this video games. Everybody didn't have a car. I think I remember when my mom, she would go to work, and out here at the mini park, you know, she had to work day shift, and she would drop me off at 7 or 8 in the morning, and when she come back home at 3 or 4, she'd pick me back up. We'd play all day.
Yeah, and nice take again by Pierce. Pulls up and shoots the 8-foot jumper, and now Fairview 21-17, minute 05 left. Oh, yeah, Pierce really a nice-looking athlete.
Yeah, and there's no reason for her to keep driving in there if she can knock down that 8 or 10-foot jump shot like that.
Yeah, Jenkins really went cold from the field. And Fairview's going to call a timeout. And it's just going to be
a 30
so we'll stay right here. But on that same line of thought, and I love it, and I know all this, the new generation, they laugh, but, we learned so much, good and bad, from hanging around those players,
Yeah.
And one thing that I learned, if you were going to talk it, you better be tough.
You better be able to back it up.
And I didn't talk it because I wasn't very tough,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, well, I remember playing with a lot of these older guys, and I give a lot of my credit. And when we done the talk show with Bull on 103.9, shooting the bull, I give a lot of credit to for my development as a young player for playing against those older guys. When I was in middle school, these guys were high schoolers or ready to be out, the Mark Johnsons, the Herman Johnsons, all those guys. And when you went over there and played, it wasn't easy. And they didn't take it easy on you. But they did help develop players in the area. And that's how we got better when we were then.
And Herman wouldn't coach you up, would he?
Not at all.
No. Herman's coached every kid, I believe, in Letcher County.
I believe he has.
Pierce going to drive again. She's going to throw it up, misses it. Jenkins gets the rebound, and that's Newsom on the break. Going to flip it over to Bates. 20 seconds left. Bates gets the ball 15 seconds, fires it up from 3. It's going to be short. And Fairview going to get the last look at it right here. 12 seconds to go until halftime. 6 seconds, 5, inside. It's going to go to Van Bibber. It's up, and she misses it. 2 seconds to go. She's going to throw it back out. And the 3 is going to be short, and it's a halftime. We're going to take a break, 21-17. When we come back, Brian will go over the scoring. We're going to have another interview or two, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School as the Glory Road game, first game, halftime. Fairview leads Lady Calf 21-17 as they are recognizing some of the basketball teams from the 90s here. Brian, you care to run over the scoring real quick with us?
Yeah, I will. First, we'll go for the Fairview Lady Eagles on the scoreboard. For them, number 2, Emma Pierce, had 3 fouls with 10 points. And Paige Van Bieber had 1 foul, 8 points. Kylie Parks, no fouls, 3 points for a total of 21 for the first half. And for the Lady Cavaliers, Isabella Holbrook ends up the half with 1 point. Kinley Mead has 3 points. Emily Whitaker off the bench with 7 points and had 2 big threes for the Cavaliers. And Raylan Newsom, number 4, ends up with 2 threes for 6 points for a total of 17 in the first half.
It's been a very evenly played game, but if you're looking down here on the court right now, I see a lot of young ladies that had a really nice college careers.
Yeah.
Christy Sexton, I think she went to Marshall, is that correct?
University.
And had a great career. I'm trying to look through and recognize them. Everybody's changed since 1991-92.
We're a little older.
We look the same, though, Brian.
Me and you do.
We do.
We age well.
I see Courtney Myers had an outstanding career at Alice Lloyd.
You got Kara Sampson down there. Brandy Holbrooks down there.
Melissa
Azure.
Frazier.
Yeah.
Melissa played at Berea.
That's where her and Donnie Frazier got together there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some more players. But we're going to get some of these young ladies up here to interview. I'm going to let Brian run the interview. These were his classmates that he went to school with. And hopefully they're not too shy. But if I know Courtney Myers,
yeah, she's not going to be shy.
Not going to be real shy.
Her and Kara Sampson.
But it's really a treat to be able to bring you these guys back, because I remember, man, such fierce girls basketball games. And the thing people don't realize, in 90, 91, 92, you had the 3 best girls teams were all in the 53rd district.
All in the 53rd district.
And one of them didn't even advance to regional play. So you had Jenkins, Whitesburg, and Neon, all 3 fabulous girls programs. So we're going to get a chance to interview some of these young ladies. They come in, and I'm going to step away and give them some headphones and let Brian run the interview. So I hope everybody out here can enjoy this, and these young ladies will be able to go back on YouTube. And I've got 2 sets of headphones. Who wants them? Well, we know Courtney's real shy, Kara, so.
How are you? Good to see you all. What y'all think about that? Who you giving them to?
Where are you going? I didn't even know who you were.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. How you all doing?
Hello.
Hey, Courtney, how is it?
Awesome.
Well, we got Courtney and Christy on here right now from these 95 teams that won the region. What do you all think about this?
It's amazing. I love it.
It's unreal.
A trip down memory lane,
yeah,
for sure.
I know this game was put on the schedule for us a while back, and Damien called me and he's like, hey, he said, can you make sure you're going to be here? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm doing it on TV, so I'm going to be there. He goes, no, we're going to do some real nice stuff. But what do you think about coming back into? I mean, look at the gym.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm not in here as much as I used to be, but I'm still in the area more than you ladies, and it's changed for me. What do you all think? What are your memories back from when we were here?
That's all I've been talking about since I got here is the difference.
We remember running the bleachers are a little bit different from when we were running.
They're a lot different.
They
They've moved the benches on the other side, which I don't like. I'm like, no, I want to come on our side.
It is weird. It's weird. That is really weird. The locker room changed sides, which is super weird. Really cool locker room, though, compared to what we had.
A little better than what we had. Yeah, I walked through there and checked it out.
And the weight room.
And the weight room.
The weight room's impressive. I remember the weight room being in another building in the back of the area.
Back in the
area. It was a little scary and a little smelly.
Sketchy building. Yeah, I think it might still be back there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. This is amazing. It's crazy.
And what do you think about just getting to come back and see?
I love it.
See everybody.
I love it. Yeah, I haven't been here in 7 years or longer, and it's just they've done such an amazing job here.
They have, and we were talking. You know, it's hard for small schools like Jenkins to still compete with the larger schools, and it's just a matter that's the way things are now. But with this and the effort that the administration here puts in and have changed things and the culture that Damien's put into this, I think this is absolutely amazing to me. I've been tickled to death all day. I told Jim on the way, I'm like, I ain't going to be worth a quarter on this broadcast because I'm not paying attention. I'm seeing who's in the bleachers and who's around and what we can talk about the old days. And did you all get to walk down the hall and see all the pictures of all the teams?
Love the Hall of Fame wall with Christy here on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Coach Bentley, of course, yelling at a ref or something, whatever she's doing.
Just a little bit every now and then.
Probably one of us. Yeah.
Probably one of us for sure. But we appreciate you all coming, and I mean, it means a lot for us as alumni to get to come back and have people, I guess, appreciate or remember what you did, and you all were on some great teams back then, and the tradition continues, and that's what we look forward to. But we sure do appreciate you all, and thank you all for coming on. And don't be strangers.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Go Cavs.
Go Cavs.
Go Cavs.
I don't know if I'm going to get anybody else to come in right there. We're getting ready to go back to live action here as the third quarter is going to start back. I think we're getting bombarded over here by all the girls in the stands reminiscing with each other and that. But we're getting ready to start the third quarter back in action as Fairview will be inbounding the basketball to start the third quarter with the lead 21-17. And I think Jim's getting back to get his headset back on. We're getting ready to go.
So, right out the gate, Fairview shoots a three, and that was Caskey. It comes up short. Lady Cavs are going the other direction.
That was fun with those ladies there.
Those guys were fun no matter what. And if anybody, if you know Courtney, Kara, Christy, Melissa up there, and then they got to see their nemesis during their playing days. Christy Combs comes over.
Yeah, she stopped in and said hello. We need to get her on here.
Oh, we will in the second game. But you talking about some guys that really elite women's basketball players. There were some right there.
Yeah, they kind of paved the way.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
For the new era of the ladies in the basketball era.
Yeah, and it's really good to get to see all of them, living all over the place. I think Courtney's up in Ohio now, and Kara's in Louisville. I don't know where Christy lives now, but
I think she might be around the Lexington area maybe.
Melissa's over in Virginia. Her husband coaches over in Virginia. Fairview's extended that lead out 23-17 on a three-pointer from I think that was Caskey.
Van Bieber.
Van Bieber, who's had a solid game so far for the
she has. She's got 10. Averages 3, got 10.
Well, when you look at Madison Loving not playing tonight and averaging 11 a game, same thing with Shepard. for the Lady Cavaliers.
That foul there is going to be on Newsom with the reach in.
So 23-17 left, 6:40 in the third quarter.
You know, you talk about those ladies there that we were talking to right there, and then Miss Christy Combs come over. That's a lot of points right there, Seth.
You're not kidding.
I was thinking about that when they were sitting there. I was like, dude, that's a lot of points sitting right here.
Well, when you have I think Christy was Miss Basketball.
Yeah.
And, play for Randy Napier at MC Napier. And then Christy Sexton was, words can't describe how athletic those guys. And, you take a small school like Jenkins, and every one of those ladies went on to play college basketball.
That says a lot right there.
That says a lot. And, they were so talented, but the region was so good that team, they won the Class A, I
yes,
think,
they did.
in
95, I believe it was.
But didn't win a 14th region crown.
Did not win a 14th region crown.
Because it was good. I mean, there were so many talented players. Nice pass.
Great pass there. I tell you what, between Pierce and Van Bieber, Fairview can cause you some trouble.
Yeah, nice little two-man game between them. Jenkins is just in a real dry spell right here. Got to find somewhere to get points. Sutherland back on the floor after she left that injured ankle. She's more of a driver than a three-point shooter, but she comes in and hits about a 14-foot jumper. And,
nice pull-up there.
Yeah. But once again, Jenkins almost beaten down the floor on the transition. Over to 0-0, misses the shot. Rebounded by Sutherland. Sutherland goes back in the other direction. She's going to push the ball.
She struggled the first half. She's Jenkins' leading scorer, and she just got that bucket she just had last trip was her first bucket.
So she's going to go to the free throw line for two.
It's such a big deal to get to see all these people coming back home. And it's like I was telling the girls on the interview that, I'm still around here because I work here and things, but they're gone. But to see everybody that we grew up with back is pretty cool.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Courtney went to Alice Lloyd with me and played under John Mills there at Alice Lloyd, so I got to watch a lot of her games through college. Became very good friends with Courtney. And, her mother had passed away a few years ago, but Rebecca, one of the absolute best human beings ever, always had a smile on her face.
Always.
And you see Courtney's the same way.
They're just alike.
Yeah, so it's really good seeing them. As soon as I walked in, I heard Courtney holler my name, go over and get a big hug. And, sports, so many great friendships over the years through athletics.
Oh, I agree 100%. And that's where you get a lot of your good friends come from playing, coaching, the things that we've done growing up.
Yeah. Pierce on the break, and nice little pull-up, one-handed shot and goes in, and Fairview starting to pull away from the Lady Cats. 4:21 left, 27-21 Fairview as Whitaker gets the ball on the wing. Back out to Newsom. Over to Sutherland. She's going to shoot a three, comes up a little short. I tell you, Brian, I really feel confident, though, with Whitaker and Sutherland. That's an 8th grader and a 7th grader.
Yes.
Future bright for the Lady Cats.
The future looks bright. I know they probably don't see it right now at times, but the future is bright for the Lady Cavaliers. You keep those two intact, and, they keep working hard.
Nice three-point shot, and that was Katie Stewart
there for the three.
30-21. Boy, Newsom goes down, and ball goes out of bounds, hits the floor hard right there.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a collision there. She kind of lost the ball going in. I think she was kind of leaning down and might have hit her head a little bit.
Yeah, let's take a break, and we'll be back just here in a couple of minutes.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Welcome back to the Castle Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court, third quarter in the first of the doubleheader Glory Road game tonight. Fairview leading 30-21, but it's been a very entertaining game, Brian.
Been a good game and both these clubs. We talked about it earlier. Both of them are pretty evenly matched. Fairview probably's got a little bit of an advantage with the guard play of Pierce. She's been around a little bit longer. I think she's a senior. And it gives Fairview just a touch of an advantage on the guard side. But it's been a very competitive game. Jenkins went on a little cold stretch there. They just scored 3 points in the second quarter. They're trying to find a little bit more offense.
So now you've got 33 Caskey bringing the ball up. They're going to work it over to Pierce in the wing. She's looking down inside, drives, comes up short, defended well by Bella Holbrook. Ball out to Whitaker on the fast break. She's going to drive down, puts it up and in. Nice play by Whitaker. I'm telling you, she's a good-looking young athlete. Quickly back the other way. Jenkins over a three-point shot. Short, rebounded by Sutherland. And Jenkins kind of coming back to life.
Yeah, they get a basket right here.
Pass out just a little bit high, and Fairview will go back the other way with it. Paul Sandlin tuning in tonight, and we're glad to have you along, Paul. Paul was one of the first coaches that I coached with at Car Creek in the 1700s.
back in the day.
Led by the General David Adams.
Yeah.
Pierce drives and draws the foul. Very strong take.
Yeah, when she gets going toward the basket, she's going to go all the way if you don't step over. Good strong move there this time.
Ball up on the way, and it's good. How many's Pierce got, Brown?
Pierce has got 13, shooting for 14.
And that's right at her average early in the third quarter as she hits the second free throw. 9-point lead by Fairview. Sutherland brings the ball up the court. Looks like Fairview's dropped into a 1-3-1 or a 2-3.
They're playing a 1-3-1 with the extension on the wing.
And Sutherland with the nice short jumper. Yeah. Good-looking shot. And Sutherland's got a great build. Long, very athletic.
She's got an athletic build. She handles the ball pretty well. And, she's an 8th grader.
Yeah, Pierce straight through the lane. And, in the first quarter, Jenkins did a pretty good job cutting her off. But right now, just quick.
Yeah, she's hard to guard when she gets the ball coming at you.
Sutherland with the head fake. Take the little 15-foot jumper, a little bit hard. Jenkins applying pressure and steals the ball and then throws it away. Pierce on the break. She's going to come down, drives in, runs into.
There's nowhere to go there.
Yep, and steps called. So Lady Cavalier is going to have a chance to cut this lead. Raylan Newsom checks back in. Raylan had a nice game tonight. Hit a couple of big shots. Sutherland throws the ball away. Pierce quickly back the other way with it. She's going to go up and in. Pierce, a one-person wrecking crew right now for Fairview.
She's got 8 points in the quarter.
Long three-pointer. It's going to be hard. And Pierce takes it away, and she's going to be fouled by Harlow Bates on the play.
Yeah, when Pierce gets the ball on, when she gets the rebound, she's looking to push it up the floor quickly. And if nobody stops her, she's going to go to the rim.
That's a fact. So largest lead of the game for Fairview, 36-25. And we're going to take a full timeout. So we'll take a break as well. And when we come back, we're going to have another interview.
Ready?
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensberger from Hoffensberger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensberger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Welcome back to the lovely campus of Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court. And right now, Fairview leading 36-25 with the ball. And we are joined by another, I'm going to say Jenkins royalty, as we have Coach Harvey Tackett here and a longtime staple of the community. And Harvey, so glad for you to join us tonight. And coming back here like this, how does it hit you?
It's just a real special opportunity and really a blessing. You just reminisce over all the years of our students and student athletes, everyone that's come through Jenkins High School over the years. I started 5th grade in 1972, in January of 72 at this school. So I would have been playing middle school ball from 72 and went through, of course, all the years of the 70s playing through 79. I graduated high school and then to come back in 83, 84 as a varsity assistant coach. And from that point, blessed to move into head coach, but nothing but great memories. And this is a special occasion tonight for the opportunity for any of our past alum that played in basketball, volleyball, etc. Come back and just be recognized, but also just say thank you.
Yeah, and that's what me and Jim have been talking about. Just this school, what it means to the community, and the people that are coming back. And we walk in and we walk down the hallway and we see the Hall of Fame wall there. And you're like me. This is home.
Yeah, this is home.
And it's always been home. And I got my start here with you. I played grade school ball here, and you coached me, and we had some phenomenal teams back then, and then I got to coach with you, and then I got to coach your son, which meant a lot to me, and
you got to coach
all three of your sons.
All three of the sons, Jordan, Jared, and Jonah, and that'll always be a special, really a special piece. And then we had the opportunity, me and you, to do a district district tournament and officiating. Which,
we officiated together.
Which is special. So you just think about everyone that has come through Jenkins High School and graduated, but all the parents and family members that were a part of every boy and girl that had the opportunity to play sports and play basketball and all the other sports. So it really was a family when you think about it, all around.
Yeah,
and a lot of sacrifice, dedication, a lot of hours.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, that it's just the family deal because you're with these people all the time, especially when you're coaching them. You're coaching their kids, they go to school here. And this community is really a tight-knit community. And this school system has produced and developed some outstanding people.
Oh, they really have. The leaders that they have produced is just unbelievable. And I'm so thankful just to be a part of it. It's been a blessing. My wife, Jen, and I, this is where our career started and where it finished. I was blessed to go on but 29 of my 38 years of my professional career was here. But when you take in a student and everything, this gymnasium was home.
That's right.
This Jenkins gymnasium was home to me, and all of our players that played here. This was our home.
This is our home.
really from school started and open gyms to the end after the tournaments.
Yeah.
So it was about 8 months a year.
Yeah, it was. And Jared, what do you think about coming back? I know you've moved off, but what do you think? I think me and you were talking earlier. We need the bleachers back on our side.
The bleachers,
the benches need to come back over.
It's a little different, but if it works for the team here, and we put some wins on the win, get some wins, it's great. This is incredible. It's so cool to come back, this event, to recognize this gymnasium and what it's meant to the community here in Jenkins. Really a special place. I think you guys were just talking earlier about the family community. I mean, I have a unique perspective of essentially growing up in here with Dad coaching and that 91 era of team. Those are for me, that's like my first superheroes I had growing up. Like you, Johnny Ray Williams. We thought you guys were all like superheroes. You were at that level for me and my brothers, all of us. And then you grow up and you have a chance to play. I had a chance to play for my dad one year, and then you, Coach Johnson. And so it's really just, for me personally, it's just really cool to see how like this gym, it's kind of such a communal place. And to see all the teams that have come over the years and get recognition for all their hard work and what they've done for themselves and for the community, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's something that's really good, and I mean it's hard for me to put into words because I still live here in the community, and I've been here, and what Jenkins has given to me, and what your family, your father has given to me, and he kind of put me on the path to get my career and go and play in college, and got me back on the path to become a teacher and a coach, and this is what I get from it. So it's been really special.
I'll say this, and I now live in Central Virginia, and it's no knock on the sports there. They're passionate there, but basketball in Eastern Kentucky, it just is different.
Different.
It's different here, and all the places, like Jenkins, Wattsburg, Fleming Neon, Letcher, Hazard, all the places that like these, that has been impacted from these gym sports, and so that's why it's so neat to see these gyms being recognized for the importance that they serve in the areas.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's great to see you guys.
Great to see you, Coach Johnson.
And
as always, love you.
Love you, and I miss you. And
same here, buddy.
It's great to see you, Coach.
Can't wait to see you again.
Yeah, hope to be back soon.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Until next time, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Go Cavs.
Go Cavs.
As we're back in the fourth quarter, as Fairview stretches the lead 38-25, I hope everybody that got a chance to listen. And the great thing about this is it's going to be on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
And, you can go back if you don't get a chance to watch the game, or if you're at the game and you want to come back and listen to the interviews. We have learned as we get older, don't take these things for granted, because a lot of the players that I've played with, and even the kids that I've coached, have passed away. And, be able to go back and share those memories are very special. Lady Cavaliers shoot a three. It's no good. And Pierce off and running. She's going to take a little jump stop, and she is going to get the bucket and the foul. Brian, did you guys relive some memories there? You look a little misty-eyed to me.
Yeah, it's a little emotional. That's what we were talking about during the interview. Coach Tackett, he was my first coach in high school, and kind of put me on the path to play athletics at the next level. And then when I came back, he took me under his wing, and I was his assistant coach for a year. And he kind of turned it over to me after that, and I got the joy. That's what we were talking about. I coached all three of his sons.
Wow.
And Jared was talking about, that when he was growing up.
Big three by Raylan Newsom. But go ahead, Brian.
When he was growing up, I was playing for his dad, and then it's like we were the superheroes to him and his brothers because they were little then.
Three-pointer by Katie Stewart from Fairview. Both teams back-to-back threes here. Lead 44-28. Yeah, it is. And, as a kid, you can remember the players that you looked up to, and they looked so big.
Oh, yeah.
When you're a little fella. Jenkins steals the ball. Coming back into transition, pass down to Harlow Bates under the go. Nice pass to Sutherland, up and in.
Nice job there in transition of the Lady Cavaliers.
Yeah, that was a great transition offense.
Yeah, we were talking about the older kids when, what you look up to, and I was like, Derek Hall was here, Brennan Royalty was here, and I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are so big and strong and so much better.
Another three. That's 2 threes in a row by Katie Stewart.
She's got 3 threes for the game.
Jenkins throws it away. 17-point lead for Fairview. And, you mentioned those guys, Derek Hall, Briss, both incredible human beings.
Oh, absolutely.
And we tell players all the time, I know when I coach, you don't know who's watching you.
Right.
And always conduct yourself as a gentleman. Do the things that would make you a good role model. As Pierce hits a 3, and boy, Fairview really opening it up right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you would tell these young kids that are playing now. And like you mentioned, as when me and you were coaching, you tell those kids in the stands, they're watching you, and they're watching every move you make, and and you want them to think and teach them to be a good person
and I'm sure Coach Tackett, that's every coach that's worth anything. That's the one thing that we want from our kids. Accolades are great and winning records are great, but to me, the greatest accomplishment that I've ever had as a coach is looking and seeing, and maybe that I had just one little bit of effect on the success of some of the young men that I've coached.
100%.
And and now at our age, I get kids coached. I've coached send me pictures of their kids.
Yeah.
And, that to me, I never wanted awards or accolades or anything. That relationship building was the thing that was the most special for me as a coach.
Yeah, and it means a lot when you come back or the other day we were in a gym doing a game, me and you, and those guys will come up to you that you've coached or coached against or officiating. They're like, hey, Coach, how are you? That's what it means to us.
Yes.
As coaches and mentors for young athletes.
And you heard Superintendent Damian Johnson talking about the same thing, that athletics and academics both so important, and not just athletics, but you look up at the band and you look at any extracurricular activity that you're doing. A lot of times the person that's over it is a teacher, and when you go through teaching all day, because when we were coaching, there wasn't a position that was just coach.
No.
We taught. You taught
6 classes a day.
You taught 6 classes. I taught 6 classes. So I was with your kid 6 hours, 7 hours during the day, and then another 2.5 hours on practice days, and then on game days 14 hours. So the influence of a coach, it's a very, I won't say the influence, but the responsibility of being a good person is so important. And you have to do things that these kids have a good role model.
Yeah, and what you're trying to do, you want to develop good programs, good athletic programs, the band programs, your drama programs. You want to develop those and make those student athletes be successful in those areas. But the number one thing that you want to do is you want to produce good human beings.
Yep, 100%. 100%. And, I'm sure that when Harvey sees you, and he probably thinks that, it's one of those kind of makes you happy.
He did a good job.
Yeah, and I see the look in some of my former coaches or teachers, and they'll come up to me and they're like, man, you gave me a rough time during school.
Yeah.
But you turned out all right.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of what you did.
So 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go as Fairview inbounds the ball. 50-31, Fairview. As Pierce looks over the offense, makes a nice quick pass inside, kicks it out to Caskey. Misses the 3. Jenkins rebounds. Newsom brings the ball up. Throws it over to Harlow Bates, back over to Sutherland. Sutherland for the three. It's going to be long, and it's going to go out of bounds to Fairview.
Yeah, Jenkins is going to have to try to find some offense fairly quickly. The game is about to get out of reach here for them with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Now, the next game we have for you, we're doing, in Buckhorn is going to be participating in this throwback. And this is something I had no clue. They're going to be going tonight as Witherspoon. And hopefully we'll get Christy Combs over here in a couple of minutes and explain to us a little bit about the history. Because if you've ever been to Buckhorn, it's a very unique place.
Yes.
And, boy, another three by Pierce. She's really packing up, piling up the points right now. So when we, after this game's over, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back and we'll have Christy on here to kind of give us a little history about Witherspoon, and she works as an AD over there at Buckhorn.
And Christy's been instrumental, too, in a lot of student athletes' lives as well.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't really know Christy well until I started working as the athletic director, but what an awesome person. Whitaker, that's Newsom.
That's Newsom up for the offensive rebound, put back.
Ball shot, rebounded by the Cavaliers. As Newsom brings the ball up the floor. Skip pass over to Sutherland to the side. She's going to go in, shoots the short jumper, comes up short, rebounded by Fairview, taken away by Bates. Boy, Bates is a hustler.
She is.
Sutherland goes up and is going to draw a foul.
I think that foul there is going to be on number 3, I believe, Van Bieber. It's her third. Sutherland going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Sutherland's and another thing, and I mentioned this actually the last time we watched Jenkins play. I love that they all have the same shoes.
Yeah, that was one of my big pet peeves coaching. We had the same shoes.
Yeah, and I know that we're in a different era of individuality, but growing up we all had the same shoes, and usually either the school provided the tennis shoes for them.
Yes.
But I really think that's a clean look for the Lady Cavs.
Yeah, I really like how they've all got the same shoes on. And I like those shoes, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their coach, he must have that good taste over there to get that.
Well, Bumper Adams would appreciate that.
He would like
Bumper
those
Adams
shoes.
he's a shoe connoisseur.
He is. Yeah, him and Coach Sutherland, maybe they've been talking to each other.
Maybe so. Fairview inbounds it, 2:48 left to go in the game. Pierce kicks it out.
Nice kick out.
It's going to be another long three. It's short, but Pierce chases it down. Looks like they're going to be content to run a little bit of clock right here.
Yeah, they're not looking to press the issue here.
Pierce is just dribbling around. Katie Stewart shoots it a little short. Quickly the other way, Sutherland comes out.
Nice move there by Ella Sutherland.
Pierce doing a great job just controlling the basketball. She's guarded tightly, threads the needle. She's going to dribble through and all the way out the other side.
Yeah,
1 minute, 56 seconds
does a good
left.
job of breaking the count there.
Yeah. Ball's going to stay with Fairview. Caskey checks in for McCormick. Minute 45 left as the clock continues to run, 53-35. As Harlow Bates picks up the foul.
It's going to be Harlow's 4th. Fairview's going to be, they're going to be content just to run the clock out here, and if Jenkins fouls again, they'll be in the bonus, so we'll see what happens.
Pierce throws the ball up.
And Bieber.
To Bieber, and almost comes in off the Caroon, rebounded by Parks. Ball knocked out of bounds. Number 5, Ayla Beavers checks in as Parks sits down. Excuse me, not Parks. Long three-pointer, good by Caskey.
Her first three.
Yeah, Fairview stretches the lead to 21. Sutherland gets the ball over to Newsom, looks down inside. It's going to be knocked away. Fairview's going to have the ball going the other direction as Pierce wrangles it down. 1 minute to go. Once again, long three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. She's looking down the court. She's going to drive all the way in, puts it up and in. 46 seconds to go.
Nobody stops her.
No.
Sutherland's going to be a good player.
Oh, yeah.
Going to get some subs into the ball game, looks like.
Whitaker's in, and number 12 for Jenkins.
That's going to be Micaiah Hall.
Okay, checks in. Pierce taking her time as the clock ticks 35 seconds. Whitaker still guarding her very close. So this will send Pierce to the line.
She's got 27 points tonight.
Yeah, she's had a really nice night, Brian, and I would imagine that she will be our player of the game.
Yes, she will be the player of the game.
Misses both free throws. Sutherland gets the ball quickly back the other direction. She's going to drive straight in. It's over to Whitaker for the long three. It's no good. Bates rebounds it. Throws it back over to Newsom, to Whitaker. Whitaker with the ball fake, 15-foot jumper, and it's good.
Well, Whitaker's had a heck of a ball game
yes,
tonight.
Yes, she has. 6 seconds to go. It looks like that's going to end it as a long three. 3 seconds to go, 2-1, and that's the ball game as Fairview comes out on top in round one of the Glory Road game, 56-39 over the Lady Cavaliers. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the final scores and thoughts about the game.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, we're back here as we just finished up the first round game, the first opener for the doubleheader Glory Road game. Lady Cavaliers fell to Fairview. Brian Johnson's going to run over the scores real quick with us as the alumni cheerleaders are getting ready to do the Jenkins cheer.
Yeah, here we go. Let's give you a rundown on the scores. First for the Lady Cavaliers. Isabella Holbrook finished the game with 1 point. Kinley Mead with 3. Emily Whitaker with 12. Ella Sutherland with 13. And Raylan Newsom ended up with 11. For the Fairview Lady Eagles, Katie Stewart ended up with 9. Emma Pierce with 27. Paige Van Bieber, 12. Madison Caskey, 3. Kylie Parks, 3. And Isla Beavers with 2. And as we said, Emily Pierce was the hometown 24 player of the game with 27 points for the Lady Eagles of Fairview, which now moves them to a record of 7-11. And the Lady Cavaliers dropped to 5-10.
You know, Brian, watching the game and just kind of our final thoughts. even though the Lady Cavs, I've seen improvement, tremendous, just from a week ago from the All-A game. And I think that, in the course of time, Coach Sutherland rebuilding, things are going to be okay in Cavalier Land.
Yeah, they will. And we've seen that. They played better tonight. They took care of the basketball better today, and they got a little bit more offensive urgency going today than they did in the All-A the other day. So, yeah, things will be bright. They're a young team. His two leading scorers tonight were a 7th grader and an 8th grader.
Yeah.
So
and that's got to make Coach Sutherland very happy.
Yeah, the future looks bright.
Yeah, two really good players. I mean, Whitaker and Sutherland both. And, they're learning how to play, but still doing a really good job. So very impressed with those young ladies. So we're going to take about a 5-10 minute break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have Christy Combs to talk to us a little bit about Witherspoon High School and the history of Buckhorn. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Welcome back to the campus of Jenkins High School at Whitney Creech Court as we get ready for the nightcap of this Glory Road doubleheader, as Jenkins High School will face Witherspoon. And along with us tonight, and one of the absolute best human beings you will ever meet. And as Brian and I were talking about off air, one of those young ladies that really is, you know, we see all these college players and WNBA players, but for us, it was Christy Combs. And Christy, so glad you could join us. And Christy, could you tell us a little bit about the history of Witherspoon?
Yeah, I got my notes here on my phone because it's a lot to try to remember, but Witherspoon College was a historic Presbyterian mission school that was founded by Harvey Murdoch. He was a Presbyterian missionary who came to southeastern Kentucky to help expand education, and he came to Buckhorn, and it became Witherspoon College over there, and eventually came what is known as Buckhorn now. So as you can see, we are in our Witherspoon uniforms tonight, but he had adults and youth alike to enroll in it, and provided elementary through high school level education and incorporated religious and community mission work throughout the area over there. And Harvey Murdoch is a well-known guy over there in our community.
So much like Alice Lloyd.
Yes, yes.
Jim Buchanan over on the Caney Creek side. And when you look at like Alice Lloyd, Caney Creek, and you think about before modern highways, and then you go to Buckhorn, you know, geographically places that were not like Hazard or Whitesburg, that were more easily accessible. So obviously, you know, he brought, you know, like you said, the missionary, but then, you know, books and literature to that area.
It's very much like the Alice Lloyd concept over there. And in 1957, the college ceased operations, and the new Buckhorn School became a K-12 school, and the Children's Center now is a therapeutic care center, which shifted focus, but all that's still over there. It still has the same concept and everything. We still have the Murdoch, you know, the missions, and it's just been a great atmosphere, a great community. You know, a lot of these schools, and I know Jenkins still has it up here, a lot of the schools consolidate and make bigger schools. And I know you came from Letcher Central, and a lot of that happened there, but Buckhorn still has that community concept of the small area, the small, you know, the schools, and it's unique.
Well, you know, and that's the same thing that, you know, Damian Johnson, Superintendent Jenkins, was talking about. And, you know, when I was growing up, or you're at MC Napier, I'm at Fleming Neon, Brian's at Jenkins, I wouldn't have to look at a program. I opened it up and looked at the last names, and I knew which school it was. And, you know, just like in Breathitt County, you know, you look and you start seeing Fugits and this, you're like, hey, they're there. So I think that's a really interesting thing about Buckhorn, because we know that sometimes progress is in some ways a good thing, But there is nothing like, because we know schools are the center of community, and there's nothing like having that small school that's the center of the community.
It is, and you know, going through the flood that we went through a couple of years back, we really found out that, you know, our community thrived and came together and you know, suffered also without that school in that area. You know, we had to go across the mountain and join another school that got, you know, flooded, and 2 years we were in the same building with them, but you know, our community suffered without that school there, and we did everything we could to get back over there, and we're finally there and thriving, and glad to be back in Buckhorn, you know, and talking about this game right here. We're glad to have a part of this Glory Road. Ashley called me and she said, "Would you want to come up and be a part of this?" Yes, absolutely. I love things like this. Brings back tradition, brings back the history of schools and things back that. And for our kids that you know are in this generation that don't understand the history of where we came from, this is great.
And it's a proud history.
It is.
And a lot of times, you know, people now, and I hear young kids say, "Well, I can't wait to get out of here," and this and that and another. But I mean, it's such a proud, rich culture that made Buckhorn or Jenkins. And I remember, you know, those Buckhorn basketball teams. They were phenomenal. You know, I'm talking about, you know, the Jody Noble days and some of those, and you know, just incredible. And the same thing when Brian played at Jenkins. Phenomenal teams that were there. And now, you know, they may not bring the same amount of fear when they step on the court, but these kids need to understand that they can attain what they want with the right amount of work and a positive attitude.
Right, and you know, you always want to remind them, hey, it's that jersey, it's that name that's on the front of your jersey that you represent always. You know, like Brian, I know he was a great player back in the day, you know, and he represented Jenkins. He didn't represent Brian Johnson, even though, you know, he was great. Same thing with me, you know. I represented MC Napier. It wasn't always about me, and these kids right here need to understand that, you know, Jenkins and Witherspoon and Buckhorn, you know, and we had great coaches back then, you know, Harvey Tackett and John Paul Amos and things, you know. These guys brought everything that's here today, you know, and you can't forget that. You want to always remember that and always remember the traditions, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know, as athletic director, I promote these kids, promote everything that's there, and I just enjoy everything I'm doing in today's time.
Well, and Christy, you know, I know that you drove a bus, and are you still driving a bus?
Still driving a bus.
Still driving a bus. And I mean, I know you can't catch any fish, but I know that you're really, really a busy person. I was athletic director. I know how hard that and demanding it is, but you do it for the reasons like this. And I respect you and admire you so much. And I said, Brian and I both look up to you. You're a great person, a great official, and I consider you a great friend. And, you know, just thank you for taking the time to stop by and talk to us tonight. And it was pretty awesome seeing you and Christy and Kara and all those guys together. For me, it was pretty darn cool because I loved watching all you guys play.
Listen.
I told Jim, I was like, there's a lot of points sitting right here.
I love seeing those girls. We'll still have contact with those girls. And, you know, back then, hey, they were good.
They were good.
To get out of this region, it was all,
we talked about that.
You could have took any of us and put us in the state tournament. We could have met in the finals. I mean, you know, it's just different times and things are different.
You know, we were talking, Christy, about, I guess it was a 92, 93. The three best teams in the region might have been Jenkins, Dion, and Whitesburg.
It was.
And one of them didn't get to go.
It was. And I love seeing the other night that, you know, Neon done the same thing.
It was awesome. I loved it.
And I love seeing Coach out there. And I know it meant a lot to him.
Oh, he did. And, you know, I love Dougie, and it was really, I went over, because I've always I just love sports my whole life. And, you know, and when the girls played, I would come and he would let me scrimmage against them and do stuff like that. And, you know, I asked Dougie, I was like, would you come up here and interview? And he said, no, Sue always handled all that. And then he just broke down crying.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Now, when you know Dougie, the way I knew Dougie, there wasn't a lot of tears.
Oh, no.
And but he was always a very special friend and a great role model to me. And these Glory Road games, I was so excited about doing this one because Neon, like I saw Brian, he's been misty-eyed 3 or 4 times.
I've not been worth a quarter these games.
And that's the way I was during the Neon because I'm in a lot of gyms, but then when you're back and you see your peers and you see people you looked up to and maybe people you coached all together, it's just special.
It is, and I thank you guys for having me on, and I miss calling with Brian, and I just got back into it this year after the floods. I just didn't have time until we got everything in, and miss seeing you at the athletic directors meetings, but I love you guys, and thanks for all that you all do for our youth.
Well, I tell you, this is a lot easier being athletic director.
It'd have to be.
And this is a lot easier than calling a ball game, too. I'll tell you that.
It'd have to be. Anything would have to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christy Combs. And if you see her out there on the court, hey, just give her a thumbs up because she's one in a million.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Christy.
Oh, yeah, we got come up here, Brian, and we're getting ready to start the keys of the game as I see Brian's little grandbabies make their way in here. I know he won't be.
That makes us seem old, don't it, Jim?
Oh, yes, it does. I was Kyra's sixth grade teacher. So, keys of the game, we've got Witherspoon, Buckhorn, and Jenkins. Brian, tell me a little bit about what Jenkins needs to do to be competitive tonight.
Well, we saw Jenkins last week over in the All-A, and you know what? They're going to have to make sure that they find the shooters on Buckhorn's team because Buckhorn's got some kids that can shoot the ball pretty well, and Buckhorn's athletic, and they're going to push. So Jenkins needs to get back on defense, make sure that they're getting back, finding those shooters for Buckhorn. I think Cale Owens needs to have a good game tonight, needs to have a big game for the Cavaliers tonight in this game. He kind of struggled a little bit over there in the All-A last week, but he's averaging 14.2 points a game. He's going to have to get going. He's going to have to be the guy to carry this team there tonight. And we saw him last year hit the big shot in the district tournament as they're doing the Glory Road plaque to my coach, Coach Tackett, out there on the floor, and Ashley, and that's a big deal. And I like to see Coach Tackett back and getting his recognition.
Oh yes. So, when Buckhorn has got a couple of prolific scorers as the lights have went out.
I got us. Here we go.
And, you've got Dylan Easterling, Jacob Neese, both really good scorers.
Yeah, Easterling's averaging 18, almost 19 a game, and Neese is averaging 17.
And Easterling can knock it down from outside.
Yeah.
So, like you said, Buckhorn's going to push it tonight, try to control the transition, get this thing into a track meet, and hit some open shots. But I think that will be Tim Short keys of the game. We're going to take about a 2-minute break and come back, and we'll have the starting lineups. See you in a minute.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
For over a century, Bank of Heinemann has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hyman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Heinemann, where tradition and trust still matter.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game
your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
New year, new tech. Start 2026 connected with the latest devices from Appalachian Wireless. Upgrade to the powerful new iPhone 17 or the sleek iPhone 17 Air. Get more done with iPad A16 or stay connected with Apple Watch Series 11 or Ultra 3. And for the kiddos, the Explorer X6 Play, the smartwatch made just for kids. New year, new devices, and the service you trust. Right here at Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today at one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School. It's really loud in here right now. We just saw one of the coolest presentations. You know, they did, I don't know how they projected slideshows on the gym floor set to music, going over the history of Jenkins athletics, and it was phenomenal. But now we're getting ready to start here with the Jenkins High School versus Witherspoon Buckhorn, and Brian Johnson's going to get us the starting lineups right here in a second. Thank you.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That light show there, Jim, that's unbelievable. That was really, really neat to see, and it had a lot of the history of Jenkins on the floor there at one time.
I saw somebody really, really skinny guy there in 91.
Yeah, I saw
don't know who he
there.
was.
He was a little bitty skinny kid from down the road.
As Jimmy Buffett would say, I saw a pencil-thin mustache, too.
Yeah, well, you know, as we get a little older, we tend to fill out a little bit.
But, you know, Christy Combs is on here, kind of explained to us a little bit about Witherspoon College, and it was very interesting. And something I had no clue about. I've never heard that.
I didn't either.
But I think it's so fitting that Buckhorn and Jenkins are playing.
Yeah, and if you think back, we talking about some of those all-A games, and I'll get back to that again after we get the lineup. There's number 24, Jacob Neese. Dylan Easterling for, we'll call them Witherspoon, the Buckhorn Wildcats. 14, going to be Daniel Morris. Number 11, Cameron Miller. And number 5, Peyton Collins will round out the starting 5 for Coach Shannon Blank and his Witherspoon Wildcats. And for the Jenkins Cavaliers, number 1, Cale Owens. Number 10 is going to be Chase McNeely. Starting at forward, senior, number 11, Malachi
didn't get to play in the last game during the OLA that we had.
Yeah,
he suffered an injury.
Had an injury.
So we're ready to get underway here in what should be a very entertaining basketball game. In to jump it up, Jacob Neese for Witherspoon Buckhorn, and number 11, Malachi Atkins. Looks like great crowd on hand tonight here at Jenkins.
A lot of people here, a lot of people in the upper section, people standing around in the baselines. And this is what you want to see in a game like this.
That's right. Ball controlled by Buckhorn. Dylan Easterly quickly gets the ball out to Cameron Miller, who's going to set the offense.
Jenkins going to be out man-to-man.
Yep. You know, the first thing, Cameron Miller, good-sized kid.
Yeah, good size.
Rebound by Atkins. Ball out to Owens. Yeah, we expect Jenkins to be very methodical today.
Yeah, I think they're going to take the time, try to get a good shot, run their stuff, make Buckhorn work a little bit on defense.
Yeah. You can see right now, really they don't want Kel Owens to touch the ball. As Rose takes it in, drives a little hard. And here comes Buckhorn.
Yeah, they're going to try to limit the number of touches that Kel gets on the offensive end. And in turn,
nice rebound by Rose.
Kel's guarding Easterling all over the court,
yeah, same thing. Yeah, really good matchup right there. Rose makes such a big difference for Jenkins being in there. Big body, very athletic.
Yeah.
As he drives in, and he's going to draw a foul. That foul's on Peyton Collins, number 5, his first, Buckhorn team first.
Yeah, Rose is a big body inside there, and he's a matchup issue because he can handle the ball on the perimeter.
And Collier going to inbound the ball in. Looks for Owens. Nice inbounds play.
Job.
And Rose puts it up off the nice screen.
Yeah,
so
little screen, the screener action.
Yep. Easterling bringing the ball down. Going to go over to Morris. Over to Peyton Collins. Easterling drives in, dishes back out to Neese.
I feel like Neese has been there forever.
It feels that way.
I think I refereed him about 6 years in a row, seems like.
Ball back out to Miller. Cameron. Jenkins playing very, very good defense right now.
Yeah, they're really focused. Good high ball screen.
Yeah, nice take right there by Easterling. Through the contact.
Tough shot, hit the contact, finish strong. He's tough.
Yeah, Buckhorn going to bring out a little ball pressure on the press here, a little man press. McNeely brings it up. McNeely looks to drive, kicks it back out to Atkins. Atkins spots up, back out to the Rose, the top of the key. Nice pass from Rose, comes through the hands of McNeely. Somehow he saves it. McNeely for 3, it's going to be short. McNeely with that quick speed almost tracks it down, but Easterling got it under control.
It takes a good, quick person to keep up with McNeely because he can get going in a hurry.
Yeah, he is fast.
Almost as fast as you used to be.
Well, that's never been a part of my game, Brian. I had to outthink you. Long three-point basket, no good. Rebounded by Neese. He puts it up. He's short. And rebound by Kel Owens driving. Ball over to McNeely. Throws up a nice shot. And it goes.
Yeah, tough shot there by McNeely. That was a little bit sideways in the lane.
It was. Easterling taking his time now. Throws it over to Morris. Morris is going to drive. He gets a lane, goes up for the right-handed layup. A little strong, but Neese gathers it in and puts it in.
Yeah, Neese jumps extremely well, so they may have to make sure that they get a body on him as he's in there trying to get the offensive rebound.
Owens over to Collier. Collier hits Rose on a nice little pick and roll, and Rose goes in for the bucket.
Yeah, that's that high flex cut screen. Gives you a little bit more space on the move to get down to the basket.
Nice drives. Back out to Easterling. It's going to be knocked away, but McNeely, it's a 1-on-2, and McNeely's going to back it up and let him set the offense. Owens looks for the three. It's going to be a little hard. And he's going to step out of bounds. Ball is going to go back to Buckhorn.
Got the media timeout here.
All right, well, we'll take a break as well, and we come back. 6-4, Jenkins ahead.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School, where we're early in the first quarter as they're recognizing volleyball for the Cavaliers. And right now, Jenkins ahead 6-4 over Buckhorn. And Jenkins looking much sharper than they did in the All-A round.
Yeah, they are. And, I think a lot of that, Jimmy, you were talking off the air there, is probably going to be attributed back to Rose being available. He's a bigger body, allows Jenkins to spread the floor a little bit more, try to isolate him down there on the block. It's just it's a little bit different dynamic, and plus, Coach Lee, they've been building this game up forever. You want all these guys here, and I'm sure he's instilled in them that the alumni's here tonight.
You better bring your A game.
You better bring your A game, because you don't want to embarrass these guys here. You want to put a good product out on the floor for the alumni to be here, and that's what they're doing.
Getting back to Rose, I've been impressed. He moves really well without the basketball, Brian. He's taking advantage of the screens, finds the open place to be. Definitely a game changer.
And he's almost a double-double guy. He's averaging 10.3 rebounds, 8.4 or 10.3 points, 8.4 rebounds per game. So, that's a big difference maker.
Yes,
when you got a guy that can go out and get you a double-double in the night.
Well, Coach Lee's been plagued by injuries all year. He had a while that Cale was out with a sprained ankle, missed several games. They get him back. Rose goes out.
Yeah.
And those two guys, how they go, that's how Jenkins is going to go.
You're 100% correct. And when he gets both of those two guys and then get his other role players going and getting used to playing an extended number of minutes with each other, they'll get better and better, and they'll be a force in the.
Oh, I think
53rd.
So. Malachi Atkins, very athletic. Collier hustles his butt off out there, and Winston Lee teams will play hard. I can tell you that.
They will play hard, and they'll be well prepared.
Yep. Dylan Easterling brings the ball up the floor. Brian, can you tell me what kind of offense does it look like Buckhorn's trying to run, and what are they trying to do?
Well, Jenkins is playing that man-to-man. What Buckhorn's trying to do is they're trying to run a spread offense. They're going to set some high screens for their ball handlers to try to free up Easterling right there. But Jenkins is doing a good job by doubling the ball. So you see here, they got the 1-4 high set. They're going to set a ball screen. He's going to get to choose. That's the high flex. There's the ball screen to roll to isolate these two guys.
Yeah, Jenkins really doing a great job not getting out of position.
Yeah. And if you saw the roll there, he had him right there for just a split second.
And that's Alex Begley who had checked in. Good-looking height. Boy, Neese with a really nice drive. The knife in there between two Jenkins Cavaliers to get the points.
And he jumps so well, it's hard to affect his shot.
McNeely pulls it back out to Atkins. Atkins is looking for Owens, who is being face guarded by Daniel Morris.
Now, see, Jenkins is going to run something very similar.
Rose able to I'm not for sure if that was a pass or a shot, but
well, I believe Kale got his shot deflected, and Rose picked it out of the air.
And Rose is a really good-looking kid.
Yeah, he is. I wasn't aware how big he really was until today. There's that the screener again.
McNeely looking, picking up the screen from Rose, drives in, but it's blocked by Begley. Buckhorn's going the other way with it, and he's in a hurry.
Better stop the ball.
And Rose with another rebound, and he is an eraser in there in the paint. Owens on a fast break. He splits the defenders, puts it up and in. Gets the bucket and has a chance to make the old-fashioned three-point play.
I'm going to get three the hard way, Kale says.
That's a nice take by Owens. And you kind of looked at him when he crossed half court. He was going with it. He was
going, yeah. He knew he had the opportunity, he had numbers. And, you know, we talk about what offenses these guys are running. And back in our day when we were in school, we didn't run that high screen and stuff too much. We're working down on the block. But now with all the kids that can shoot the ball so good outside, they run a lot of high ball screen action.
Three-point attempt from, I don't have a number, Ethan Huff, a little short. Easterling back at the top of the key, picks up a screen. Easton's coming, Kel Owens quickly takes the ball away and is heading the other way with it. Owens looking to drive. He goes up and going to draw a foul. Yeah. Owens much more aggressive than we saw against Leslie County. That was Leslie, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yes.
We've watched so many ball games. It's so hard to keep up with them.
Yeah, it was Leslie in the all-A. Yeah, he is looking more to attack the basket.
First free throw's good.
And he handles the ball really well, and he has his head up, and if he gets the opportunity, if he can get the corner on you, he can make it tough on you defensively.
Well, he's a very strong kid, and, you know, the only really returning member that played a lot from that district championship team last year.
Yeah, and Coach Lee looks for a lot of leadership out of him.
Miller for three, and it's good. Kel Owens coming in, gives it off to McNeely. He's looking to drive again, back to McNeely. McNeely steps in, back out to Atkins, into Rose. McNeely on the cut, clears through. Rose comes in, he's bouncing his way inside, and he's gonna draw a foul.
Yeah, Rose is a load in the post.
Trenton Riley, number 3, sorry. And I'm glad that we have people tuning in that can correct us. All we have is what the KHSAA gives us.
And that's going to happen sometime when they switch jerseys.
Hunter White inbounds the ball to Atkins. Atkins makes an athletic move, but he is blocked. It's a scrum on the ball. Rose gets it, and it's tied up, and Buckhorn comes away with it. Miller over to Easterling, who hits about the 8-foot jumper. Buckhorn right back in the game as they take the lead 11-9 over Jenkins. Fast-paced game. Kel Owens drives it in, misses the shot. And Buckhorn quickly back the other way as Easterling drives, and he's going to put it up and in.
Fast and furious here at Jenkins today.
You know, I don't think that Jenkins wants to get into that track meet game with Buckhorn.
No, and they don't want to get into all this scrappiness because Buckhorn will play scrappy.
That's the end of the first quarter, 13-9. Buckhorn on a quick flurry pulls out the lead. We'll be back in just a minute.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, They know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School as we start the second quarter. And Brian, off air, you were getting ready to say something, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, as they're honoring the 50s, 60s, and 70s basketball teams, the men basketball teams from Jenkins, I were looking at some of the stats that our good buddy Manus Blair sent to us today. And a lot of people probably don't know that Buckhorn has had 30 all-state players.
Wow.
And Jenkins has had 36 all-state players in their historic.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I've got a list of all these players from Jenkins. I don't have them from Buckhorn, and I apologize for that. But, you go and look down this list, and there are several. And the girls, they talked about Whitney Creech, and some of the ladies we talked to, Kara Sampson. And then the boys' side, you've got several of them too.
Hey, wait, let's go ahead. And there's one on there that I saw earlier, and I'm lucky enough to be calling with him tonight.
Yeah, and it's an honor for me to be listed on that list on the 91 year. And I was looking at that list, and my uncle was on there in 72, my dad's youngest brother.
That's awesome.
And he was a great player in his time. I've been lucky. I played with some good people, and they made it a lot easier for me. And I became a lot better college player than a high school player. But that's a big honor to see that list.
Jenkins quickly in. Atkins drives in, tries to drop it off to Rose. It's knocked out of bounds. It's going to come back to Buckhorn. Getting back to Kel Owens, I actually saw the other day that he was a 4-point-plus student as well.
Yeah.
And that, to me, ball's great, but the kid's obviously got his head in the right place.
Yeah, and that means more to us as teachers and coaches than just how great a basketball player he is.
And Owens quickly on the break. He's got White with him. It's a 2-on-3. Owens stops.
Good
flips
give.
it over to White. White goes through the contact and gets the bucket. So 13-11. Buckhorn leading by 2. Easterling moves the ball over to Miller. Miller over to Neese. Neese takes the three-pointer, and it's going to be short. Not the shot he wants to take because Atkins skies high to pull down the rebound. Atkins very athletic.
Yeah, him and Neese, we've got some great matchups here. You've got Atkins and Neese together, and you've got Easterling and Owens.
Yeah, White going into Atkins. Atkins moves, and great bucket by Atkins. He kind of got Neese sealed off on his hip.
Yeah, that's a good seal by him and a good entry feed too as well.
So we're all tied up 13-13. And what we thought was going to be a very entertaining game is kind of living up to the billing.
Yeah, and both these teams will play hard, and both of them will be scrappy. So what you see is what you get.
Short jumper from Cameron Miller knocks it down. Rose gets the ball inbounds.
Give Miller 5 for the game.
Atkins drives in on Neese. Ball goes up and in. Atkins doing a great job right now as both teams trading buckets.
Yeah, that's 4 for Atkins in this quarter.
Miller gives the ball over to Easterling. He's going to try to drive, cut off. Neese at the top of the key. Over to Miller. Miller drives, kicks it back out to Neese. Neese comes into where he's much more effective in that 8 to 10 foot range, rims out.
That's not a bad shot for Neese, and that was good defense by Atkins.
Yeah. And White called on the charge there.
Yeah, got to make sure that you can go down there and make sure you're under control. Good look at the basket, good drive for White.
Easterling brings the ball up. Jenkins still in that man-to-man. Looking like he's going to pick up the high screen.
Yeah, he's going to screen it, and then they'll roll down. Buckhorn's in a little bit of not got good space.
No, I was going to say the same thing. Really cramped up at the top of the key.
And a lot of that has to do with the defense, the way Jenkins playing the defense on them.
Easterling being very patient this time, picks up a screen from Neese. Easterling for three, and it's good. Yeah. And then we said in pregame, Easterling can fill it up from out there. He's one guy you don't want to give the three-point shot to.
Yeah, and you saw what happened there as Buckhorn's putting the pressure on big time.
Oh, and Owen throws it down, and it's going to be turned over to Jenkins. And that's one thing that Jenkins in that press, you've got to work on your spacing with that press.
Yeah, and then you've seen what happened there. If Jenkins goes under the screen and gives Easterling just that step, he's going to step back and shoot the three. So he's reading the defense as well.
Cameron Miller picked up by McNeely at half court. Flips it over to Neese. Very tight defense. And once again, Easterling for three. It's no good, but he gets his own rebound, drives in, he loses it, and it's going to stay with Buckhorn. Ball goes inside the Neese for the little turnaround, and that's where Neese is good.
That is where he hurts you.
He's got that high jump shot, gets up high on it, can get his shoulders squared. Wide under the pressure, gives it up to Owens. Owens comes to the free throw line, going to give it back out to Collier. Collier to Rose. Rose with the little short jumper, and is going to roll out, and Buckhorn going back the other way with it. 20-15, Buckhorn ahead.
Yeah, Jenkins needs to make sure to limit Buckhorn to one shot. They've got a couple of offensive rebounds that have helped them push the lead out.
Oh, and Collier going to get picked up for a foul right there. Showing great sportsmanship. Goes over, claps his hand. Great family right there. His mom teaches at West Weisberg, a phenomenal educator at West Weisberg. Had a chance to get in her classroom a few times and does a great job.
Yeah. And both teams play hard. You know, you've got good kids on both sides.
And Neese gets the ball, and Owens and he knew it. Got out of control. He jumped and bumped into Neese.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to out-jump Neese for the ball. No. Neese is like a pogo stick.
Cameron Miller checking back, Malachi Atkins checking back in for Rose. Give him a little breather. Looks like Jenkins may have went to a 2-3 right there. Did they go to a 2-3?
Yeah, they went to a 2-3 out of side-out play.
Atkins coming down. Has got McNeely streaking down the court. Puts up the layup, and it's good. Nice pass by Atkins and finished by McNeely.
Yeah. Now they're in a 1-2-2 half court.
Yep. Trap a little trap corner right here and almost knocks it away. McNeely steals it. He's going the other direction with it. Head fake goes up and it trims out.
Goodness, all the way down in.
You know, Neese with that jumping ability kind of had McNeely a little worried. Gets the head fake, gets him to go by.
Had him a little worried.
Looks like they're in a 1-2-2 right now. They'll trap out of this, right?
They're going to trap out of, probably trap high up here in the corner, back and deep in the corner.
Back over to Eastley, goes baseline, makes a great move to the basket, misses it, but once again, Atkins skies high for the rebound.
And that's how you beat that, a quick ball reversal and a drive to the rim.
Owens drops in from 15 foot. It's going to be a little hard. Neese gets the rebound, throws it down to Trenton Riley. And Riley gets fouled?
Yeah, Kell got him on there.
Yeah, that's 2 on Owens. And, you know, he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Coach Lee needs to tell him, you know, just make sure you settle down right here and don't pick up another
long three-point attempt, no good. Once again, rebound by Atkins, who's done a wonderful job on the boards for the Cavaliers.
I tell you, Atkins and Neese, both of those kids can jump very well.
Owens gets the ball to Atkins. Atkins goes in, and he is going to draw the foul on the floor.
That's going to be Begley's second as well for Buckhorn.
You know, Begley, a lot of size in there as he comes out, and Peyton Collins comes in for him. Collier inbounds. It's going to throw it deep to Owens. Owens drives, tries to split the double team. He's going to draw the foul and count the basket. Nice play by Kell Owens.
That foul's going to be on Peyton Collins, his second.
On the next foul, Jenkins will go into the bonus. Misses the free throw, but Atkins with the offensive rebound. He's quick in a double team, fights through, gets the bucket. Man, what a game.
Good, strong move by Atkins. He's got 6 in the quarter.
He's got 6 in the quarter and probably that many rebounds. Jenkins cut it to 1 as the ball goes to Neese at the top of the key, looking for a screen. Gets it inside back to Neese. Neese shoots a little turnaround, and it is good.
I tell you what, Jacob Neese is very good on that mid-range jump shot. He gets great elevation.
We have, in case you can't hear, some of our fans very exuberant behind us as Hunter White goes in for the layup. Keeps it a 1-point game. Neese at the top of the key. He's going to make a long pass across to Miller. Throws it out to Easterling. Easterling for 3, and he can drill it.
His second 3 of the night. I think the problem is when Jenkins is closing out, they're closing out not under control, just running out and letting the offensive guy go right by him.
Atkins drives in, uses the left hand, misses it, comes up a little strong. Neese behind his back, he throws it over to Morris. Ball's going to go out of bounds and go back to Jenkins.
Now Buckhorn's going to put a little pressure on Jenkins, a little full 1-2-2 full court trap. Jenkins needs to get somebody into the middle.
And it's taken away by Begley. Over to Neese. Back to Easterling. Over to Morris. Loses the ball. Rose comes down. Back to Rose in the middle of the court. Atkins looks to drive right at Neese. Puts it up with the right hand on the left side. Scores 2. And 27-25. 27 seconds to go. Easterling gives a head fake, drives in, takes the 8-foot jumper, and it's good.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the closeout out there. You got to close out, not let him drive by you.
A good job breaking the press. Atkins is going to drive, splits the double team. He's going to draw a foul with 10 seconds to go. Atkins really playing a great game tonight.
He has. He's got 8 points in the quarter, shooting for 10.
It's been fast and furious, Brown.
It has, and it's been a very entertaining game so far.
Free throw up by Atkins, it's good. Cuts it to 3 with 10.3 seconds to go.
You know, we were talking about the nostalgia between these two clubs, Buckhorn and Jenkins. Buckhorn is the team that in '91 that we beat in the All-A regional final.
And that was when Coach Amos.
Coach Amos was the coach. And they came back in the regional tournament. We were 26-3, and they beat us.
Oh, my goodness.
In the first round.
Now, that wasn't Jody Noble's team, though, right?
No.
He played 2 years before.
2 years prior.
Yeah, Atkins gets another bucket to cut it to 1, and that's going to do it for the first half, 29-28. Buckhorn Witherspoon leads by 1 over the homestanding Cavaliers. We'll take a break and come back with all the scoring.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to the campus of Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court. We're here at halftime where Buckhorn Witherspoon leads Jenkins Cavaliers 29-28. And right now they are recognizing some of the teams that played at Jenkins in the 80s and 90s. And my cohort and partner beside me, Roger Brian Johnson, is going to be down on the floor being recognized as he was a member of the All-A Regional Championship team. So many faces down there that just it's really impressive to see all these guys out here. Brian was an outstanding player at Jenkins, went on to hold scoring records at Pikeville College. Coach Harvey Tackett, who we had an interview on before, Superintendent Damian Johnson. I see Derek Hall, he's a retired state trooper. Wes Addington, he's an attorney in the Whitesburg. So many great athletes that have turned out to be really good people. Mark Wright, owning Sports R Us. So it's very entertaining to get to see these guys come out and be recognized. And one more time on the court, just a special moment for them. I understand how they're feeling. It's just a special bond to see your high school teammates again and share so many memories. And then, you know, you become a father and grandfather, and those things kind of get pushed aside, and it brings it all back in a flood of emotions, as my partner Brian Johnson's been misty-eyed pretty much all night tonight. And it's just a really cool thing. This Glory Road, and we've had a chance here at Hometown 24 to do several Glory Road games over the last few years, and it's just every time it's just a special, special thing. And if you've got a gym or a special program that you'd like to get into the Glory Road, I would definitely recommend it. It's a really cool thing. And we've got so many things here we've not had time to talk about, you know, members of all state teams, coaches, so much history here at Jenkins High School. And once again, you know, this gymnasium, you know, built in 1971, but it looks absolutely fantastic. They have all the new graphics and so many cool things here. It's just been a really cool experience, and there's been such a big crowd here tonight, reliving the glory days, the nostalgia that comes with coming back to your home floor after years and years. But you know, my partner, he's a little teared up again as he comes in. I don't blame him. You know, Brian Johnson was a name that was synonymous with basketball. He won't admit it. He's probably the most humble guy I know. But I'll tell you, a story was really exciting. When I was at Alice Lloyd, we had a really good basketball team. I was not on the team, of course. I couldn't play dead in the Western. But, you know, we were, I think, ranked 4th in the nation in NAIA. And Pikeville College comes over. And, of course, Brian Johnson comes out and has a phenomenal game. And I couldn't cheer against him because I've known Brian.
Because we're buddies.
I've known Brian for a long time, and just a class act. It's been so nice for us to be able to call these games together. And Brian, I've enjoyed it, and I like seeing you finally getting a little bit of the recognition that you deserve.
Yeah, it's I appreciate that, Jim. I mean, you go back, and it's more than just about playing and this. It's about the friendships that you make, and me and you have become really good friends. And when you were at Neon and I was here, and it's just like this. The community here is just, it's for everybody. And we had some good times together, and we had some good times playing against each other, and me playing against your school, and you all playing against us. And then, like you said, when I went to college and played at Pikeville, came back to Alice Lloyd and played, and you all had some good teams over there at that time, and so did we. And we just tried to go out and have a good time and play as hard as we could. And you know, I had a very good career here at Jenkins, and I had a phenomenal career in college, and the foundation for that was laid by Coach Tackett, and Coach Jerry Bentley was an assistant for the boys before he went over to the girls' side. Jerry and Teresa, now they live in Tennessee, couldn't make it into the game tonight, but it was hard to think about a Jenkins without thinking about Jerry and Teresa. Absolutely. I mean, a staple.
Good people, good coaches, but one thing that always stood out to me with Teresa and Jerry is accountability. And they held their kids accountable. And we say it all the time. If you, as a teacher, as an administrator, as a coach, kids haven't changed that much.
No.
Now, they have different things to do. There's different things to sidetrack them here and there. But the main thing, if you come in and you build culture and you have accountability and you show kids respect, I have never seen it to where it's not returned.
No, and set your expectations. And that's what they did. And, we talk about it all the time. We want to build good people and put out good people. And that's a key. And you can see, and I told Damien down there when we were down there recognizing those teams, that it makes you proud to come back to your alma mater and you see somebody that is an alumnus, as he is, leading the way and doing the things that he's done here. And
yes,
it's phenomenal. And they put on a class show here today for all the alumni and for everybody here. And if you didn't get to make it, I don't know that the TV's going to do it justice.
Yes.
for what it was today. And so on. And it's just been special, and it's been special. My family's here, my wife's here, my daughter, and my two of my three grandchildren are here, and my stepchildren are here. It's just been, you can't say enough about it. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to come, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to be with you, such a good friend, calling these games. And me and you get to do this all the time.
Yeah.
We do it 3 or 4 times a week, and it's just special.
Well, and I felt, people always say, early on what you want to do with your life. Now, I didn't know exactly where the vision was going, but I've never, ever felt like I made a wrong decision, not about in life, but in my career choice. And that's what I like about doing this. It allows us to still be a part of the athletic program and to do what we like to do, and that's promote our kids.
Promote our kids.
And,
right.
One thing about Hometown 24 TVS, David Adams, maintenance player yourself, we are excited about every team, every kid. We try to support the officials. We support the coaches because we know that what we have here in Eastern Kentucky is a very special thing. And it does not do us any good to bash anyone when we're on here.
No.
We want to promote everyone.
We want to promote everybody and promote all of our kids because all these people that are here in this gym today, they have given up some part of their time for a child somewhere along the line.
I thought Jeff Honeycutt stated that really nicely the other night and was asking about, and the first thing he said was, I take my hat off to all coaches because they're giving up and doing this for the kids.
Absolutely.
And if you're not, you're in the wrong business.
Right, 100%.
I hadn't, I'm a neon guy and, purple, I bleed purple, but, You know, my mother was a graduate of Jenkins High School, 1968. My grandmother taught at Jenkins for years and years and years, so I do have Jenkins roots. And
I've got Neon roots
Yeah.
with, you know, my first wife and my daughter, they went to Neon. But it's just the community. It's just all there, all together.
Yeah, and Buckhorn getting the ball in to start the second half. Easterling controlling the ball. Neese is trying to get open on the inside, guarded by Atkins. Like you said, that's been a wonderful matchup tonight.
It has, for sure.
Yeah, Collier goes up, gets the rebound, bounces off his hand. It's going to stay with Buckhorn. You know, the officials did a great job tonight, too. You know, a good crew on this game.
Yeah, and you think, too, when you don't really pay attention to the officials,
They did a good job.
You did a good job. That's when I was officiating. I didn't want nobody to know I was in the gym. So if that's the case, that means you're doing a good job.
Easterling's going to drive, pulls it back out.
Good defense by Jenkins.
Yeah, Morris getting pushed out to almost to the half-court line. Back to Easterling for the long three, up and no good. Rebounded by Collier. Going to go to Atkins. Atkins quickly down the court. He's going to take it coast to coast. Pulls up for the jumper, blocked by Neese, but rebounded by McNeely. Gil Owens going to take a little time to set it up now.
See if they get a high screen here, get Rose involved.
Yeah, Rose not really had a lot of touches here. Owens for three. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Easterling. You know, and Owens really good at attacking the basket. You know, that's the shot. You know, he really doesn't want to have to settle for that three-point shot.
Yeah, and you've said it numerous times on broadcast. You can get that shot anytime.
Rose for three, and it's going to be strong. Atkins goes up, and Easterling comes down with the rebound, pushing the ball quickly up court. Guarded by McNeely. Ball back out the top of the key to Neese. Neese drives it into the 10-foot range, pulls up, blocked by Atkins, and ball knocked in. Peyton Collins with the score.
Those two guys, they can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, Atkins and Neese just trading turns, blocking shots. Owens drives down with the step through, puts it up. He's going to be short. Ball up quickly to Easterling. He's going to drive in, and he's going to draw the foul as Collier gets called for the blocking.
Just a step short getting there early enough to get legal guarding position. And Easterling, you know, those good offensive players, they can tell if you're going to be able to get set or not. He's going to go drive right into you.
Exactly. Easterling at the free throw line. Buckhorn to lead, 31-28 over Jenkins. Up, and it's going to roll in as it hits every part of the rim.
So those good soft rims here in Cavalier country.
Easterling up for his second shot. Up, and this time nothing but the bottom of the sack. Rose going to inbound the pass as Buckhorn coming out with a lot of pressure right here. Atkins quickly out to McNeely, but he throws it away. Neese got the ball. Over to Miller. Miller drives. Back out to Neese. Neese for three, and it's going to come off, but a nice rebound. Back to Neese. Neese going to shoot that jumper, and he is good.
That's where Neese needs to stay. He needs to stay.
I agree 100%.
He needs to stay right there in the middle of that paint.
This time Jenkins navigates the press. Collier back over to Rose at the top of the key. Rose is going to drive. He backs down Neese, puts it up, and it rolls in. Nice move by Rose.
He was determined to get to the basket.
Yes, he was. You know, he's got great feet for a big guy.
He does, and he handles the ball pretty well with his facing the basket.
Easterling drives in, looking for a place to go, nowhere to go. Morris for three, it's going to be long.
Good block
Collier
out.
with the rebound.
Good block out by Collier.
You know, there Jenkins kind of throws it away on the press again, but kind of hurried. No reason to be in that big of a hurry.
No reason. And, you know, you're kind of over here on the sideline, too. They need to work more toward the middle of the floor where they've got room to navigate what's going on.
Yep. Easterling at the top of the key, being guarded by McNeely tightly. Ball over to Miller, back to Neese. Out to Easterling, it's going to be thrown away. Jenkins going to have a chance.
Easterling looking to make the curl there with Cale Owens trailing him, and Neese thought he was going to fly out to the wing a little bit further and threw it behind him.
Collier looking to inbound the ball to Owens. Buckhorn still in this trap. Out to Collier. Collier throws it up to McNeely.
You know, for the most part, Jenkins has handled their pressure pretty well.
Collier into Atkins. McNeely gets the ball from 3, and it's going to be good. Nice shot by McNeely.
Give him 7 for the game.
Boy, nice cut by Easterling as Owens comes up, and I thought he was going to block it.
Yeah.
Buckhorn still in this press, but McNeely able to beat the press, gets it up to Atkins. He's going to be fouled by Neese.
It's going to be Neese's second foul. Put Atkins back on the line. You know, we talk about Easterling. He's got 18 points. Right on his average.
You know, Atkins really played an outstanding game for the Cavs. As we brought some nice treats up here, a big brownie and some peanut butter fudge from a beautiful blonde.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know, but I might take her home.
Thank you, Becky, for thinking about us. Ball fake, up and strong move by Morris, rebounded by Owens. Jenkins just needs to take a deep breath right here, Brian.
Yeah, just need to relax a little bit. And you see the leadership here for Owens. Slow it down, get in something. That was a nice look by McNeely.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he ended up getting fouled, but it was a good foul because that was 2 points.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 because Rose is getting ready to put it in.
White going to inbound the ball.
Going to be a media timeout.
Okay, we'll take a break as well as we've got a media timeout. We'll be back in just a minute.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensberger from Hoffensberger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensberger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School, Whitney Creek Court here, and 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Buckhorn ahead, 37-34, and what's been a very entertaining game, Brian.
Yeah, it's been great, and we talked about it pregame, you know, kind of what we expect. Both teams going to play hard. Both teams going to be up and down the floor, and we've not been disappointed so far.
Not at all. It's wide inbounds, the pass to Rose. Rose double team, still goes up, puts it off the backboard and in.
That's a good out of bounds play. They ran that play earlier.
Yeah, and you know they've got to get Rose a lot of touches here. He's really a bear down there on the low block.
Yeah, he is. He's got good size, and like you said earlier, he's got good footwork.
Yeah, Easterling at the top of the key. You know, Easterling and Neese really, and we knew they would set the tone for the game. What a great
what a tough shot by Neese.
Neese goes up with the one-hander. I'm not sure what the call was.
I don't know I don't either.
White looked to inbound the ball. Buckhorn showing press again. Ball goes to Atkins. Atkins trap, throws the ball down to McNeely. He's got a one-on, goes up and misses the layup. Rose couldn't nail it down. Neese on the fast break now. 3-on-2, pulls up at 15 foot, and it's good.
Yeah, McNeely was trying to absorb the contact instead of just focusing on finishing the play.
Ball over to Atkins. Straight across to White. White's got a straight in line, and he puts it up and in.
got away with that big long cross-court pass right there.
Yep. Neese over to Miller. Miller to Easterling. Easterling for three. It's no good, but tracked down by Morris. Morris back to Miller. Back to Morris.
I wonder if McNeely ever gets tired.
He never quits moving. Morris drive tapped away, but those quick hands of McNeely.
Yeah, he don't even look like he's breathing hard.
No.
Good pass.
Ball Neese, long three, in and out. Nice rebound by Begley in there, and he's going to draw the foul from Rose.
Begley in there working hard on. He had inside position. They want to call that one on Kel Owens.
Okay.
Makes his third.
Begley going to go to the line. Puts the ball up, and it's good. Buckhorn extend the lead back out to 4. Next free throw up, and it's good. Buckhorn with this relentless pressure right now on Jenkins.
Yeah, they're trying to wear him down.
Jenkins doing much better this time, breaking the press, keeping the ball in the middle of the floor. As I say that, Easterling knocks it away, and he's going to roll out of bounds. Ball be retained by Jenkins.
But I'm going to tell you, that was right. And even though they threw it in there, what had happened, Jenkins brought 2 guys in there and drew the defender in. Good back door.
Atkins goes up, can't get it to fall. Neese comes back the other way with it, guarded by McNeely. Little shake and bake from Neese, cross court pass to Easterling. Easterling for 3, and it's bottoms.
I knew that one looked good when it left his hand from our vantage point.
This press coming right back at him again. Kel Owens over to McNeely. McNeely up to Atkins. Atkins goes hard to the basket with the step through up and in. Nice athletic play by Atkins. And we're going to have a timeout from Jenkins. It's going to be a 30, so we'll stay right here. And, it feels like every time that Buckhorn's about to put Jenkins away, Jenkins just kind of whittles their way back in.
They'll get a stop or a turnover and get a bucket. But you know what? Jenkins has had about 2 or 3 easy shots this quarter that they've missed that's allowed Buckhorn to stretch the lead to 6. They've done a pretty good job defensively down here on this end. But if you lose Easterling, he's going to make you pay like he did on this last 3 right here.
Yeah, he and Neese have been just, they've been so efficient on the offensive end. Both shooting an incredible high percentage from the field.
Yeah, Easterling's got 21 and Neese has got 16. So
yeah, pretty good combo.
21 and 16, 37 of their 46.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too if I was Coach Blank over there on the Buckhorn sideline. And Jenkins, what do? You need to control those 2 guys.
Easier said than done, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
As Easterling comes out, throws it over to Riley. Riley back to Neese. Back to Riley. Riley's going to drive in, pull up for the 8-foot jumper. Comes up a little hard. Rebound by Rose. Atkins on the break, and he's going to be fouled right there by, was that Neese?
I believe it's Riley.
Riley.
Probably not a bad foul because he had a layup. See if they work this little screen again. Go into a traffic.
Yeah, that's a lot of people down there, and Rose goes up and draws the foul. Rose just very strong with the basketball.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get the ball away from Rose if he gets his paws on it.
No, he's going to take the ball and your lunch money.
Yeah, he will. You might be short a finger or 2 if you stick it in there.
Rose up, goes in and out. Got to hit those free throws.
Yeah, and Jenkins has struggled from the free throw line here this evening. They're important, especially when you're in a game this tight.
Yeah. This one looks good, but it's going to be short. Good rotation. Neese looks up and sees Easterling, but can't get it to him. He's going to drive down into that short range. He's quickly surrounded by Cavaliers. Over to Easterling for the open three, and it's in and out. Neese with the rebound, puts it up, and it's going to be short. Wide out to McNeely. It's a one-on-one fast break, and McNeely goes up. He misses it.
And he misses that because the threat of Neese's jumping ability.
Yeah, Neese misses one at the buzzer. That's the end of 3, 46-40 Buckhorn. We'll take a break and come right back.
Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Jenkins High School, Whitney Creech Court, as the Cavaliers are honoring their players from what years of this, Brown?
Those are the 2000s to the 2010. That's I coached those years till about 2008. And you see a very nice gesture. You see the two Tackett boys, Jordan and Jared, they're holding up Jonah's Letterman jacket, who tragically passed away. I coached all three of those.
Just a lot of really good kids down there.
Yeah.
They brought the district championship back home and reminded everyone what it means to wear Cavalier green. Please rise up and help us welcome to the floor.
So hopefully you can hear what they're saying as, you know, they're recognizing the district championship team from last year for Jenkins.
And that was a phenomenal team and a phenomenal year they had last year.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, that game against Powell County in the region went down into double overtime. Just a generational team. You get together at these small schools. It's hard to be consistent every year. You get a run of 3 or 4 good athletes together for, it's tough, but they take advantage of it, and it was a wonderful year that brought a lot of cheers to the Jenkins people.
Yeah, and it kind of revitalized this community a little bit, and I thought that it was a really special group that they had that year.
Well, and I told Damien this too, in the district tournament, looking over and seeing the complete side at Letcher Central was all Jenkins alum, teachers, etc. That shows the pride in the community.
Yeah.
And, if you're not ever been from a small school, it's hard to explain. I remember in those late 80s, early 90s teams that Dougie Kincher had, and going to the state tournament, and pretty much the last person out of town turned off the lights because everybody was there.
Yeah.
A nice bucket by Hunter White. Cuts the lead back to 4. Begley with the ball on the wing, into Neese. He's double teamed. Over to Riley, back to Easterling. Easterling drives, kicks it out to Morris. Morris for 3. It's going to be up short. Now, I'm not for sure. Yeah, the foul's going to go as Atkins skies high for the rebound.
Looks like that's going to be on Riley, crashing the boards.
4-point game. Jenkins once again facing this pressure from Buckhorn.
And they've changed it from a 1-2-2 to a 2-2-1.
Now, do you have to attack it differently?
Just a little different because they've not got the point up top. You can't really split him. Instead of having 2 guys up top, you need one there to to offset the number. See how he's got Kale there with those two. Then you still need to attack the middle and then out the sides.
That's why I like having Coach here beside me. It's as a layman, I don't know a lot of the X's and O's, but when I have he and David Manus up here, they're pretty decent at it.
At times we're good. So here's the middle. Get it back to the middle.
Good job by McNeely being patient. Into Rose, he puts off 2 feet, goes up, misses the bunny, gets his own rebound, puts it up. He's going to draw a foul.
Yeah, missed the easy one to get a harder one there.
Yeah, but you know what I like? But he went up with 2 feet. When you go up with 2 feet, you control so much more of your strength, able to shoot through the contact.
Had a good base. Maybe he's just wanting to get a rebound.
Well, he's got a few tonight.
He's one of those double-double guys.
Nice rotation this time. Ball goes in. Jenkins cut the lead to 3, 7:15 left in the fourth quarter.
He's shooting for 10 points right here.
It's going to be short this time, but rebounded by Atkins. We saw him do that several times, and he's going to draw a foul right there. Atkins very active on the glass.
Yeah, he's like Nice. I mean, he jumps so well. You got to make sure you get a body on him and back him up. These veteran officials here, all these guys are state tournament guys. If you can out-jump somebody and you're behind him, you're not going to get a call.
White set to trigger the inbounds pass. And a miscue by White had not came inbounds yet and caught the ball, and he's going to turn it over to Buckhorn.
Yep.
Big break for Buckhorn because that was really a chance for Jenkins to get some momentum.
Yeah, they either tied or cut it to 1.
Easterling over to Morris. Morris is going to drive against Owens. Nice shot. Up, rebounded by White. White's going to read the break. He's going to go all the way through the contact, draws the foul, and hits it to fall. Nice play by Hunter White.
That ball hit underneath the basket, and it had some kind of spin on it, and it crawled up and went in.
So he locked the hubs and put it in 4 low on that one.
That's that 4 low. He's going to get 3 the hard way right here.
A chance to tie the game for the first time in a long time tonight. White puts it up. It's a little bit hard, but it rattles in off the backboard.
The bank is open.
So 46-46, 6:52 left in the game as Nice brings the ball up the floor. Picks up a screen.
We're looking for Buckhorn to move the ball here, and Nice is kind of surveying.
Yeah. To Peyton Collins, back to Nice, thought about it. It's going to step in a little closer, decides to give it up. Ball goes out and rebounded. It's a scrum for the ball. It looks like there's going to be a jump ball, but Coach Lee sprinting on the court trying to call a timeout, but he was fortunate that the referee didn't see him because
he's way too far out of his box.
As Coach Sharp said, listen, he was in my coaching box. Buckhorn retains possession.
He can get away with that if he's trying to call a timeout usually.
Yeah, he's not getting on anybody.
He's not yelling at anybody. And I see one of our officials over there pushing him back in his box, and he's saying, I was trying to call the timeout,
Buckhorn looking to inbound the pass. This time, nice setup for Nice. He gets inside of Atkins that time. Really the first mistake I've seen Atkins make tonight is he let Nice get inside position.
Yeah, that's that screen, the screener down there on the baseline. That is so hard to guard. And, once you screen that guy, you've got him. And if you offensively, you'll just turn and seal him, he's behind you. And that's what Nice did.
Nice puts up the first free throw to give Buckhorn a 1-point lead. As Coach Sharp juggles some people around. Sends Peyton Collins back deep. Second free throw up from Nice. Bucket. Press again as Kel Owens tries to get the ball back out. He's trapped, and he's going to draw a foul. Kind of bailed out right there.
Yeah, he didn't really have anywhere to go.
And you see Coach Sharp explain to him, you play defense with your feet, not your hands.
Oh, that's Jenkins is in the penalty.
And Kel Owens, his free throw shooting, sometimes an area where he struggles.
Yeah, he's 1 for 4 tonight.
Takes his time. Puts it up, and it's going to climb over the rim again to come down. Cut that lead back to 1. Second shot coming for Kale. Puts it up, and this time it comes off. Atkins nearly got the offensive rebound again. Neese in a hurry this time. Makes a nice pass. Unfortunately, it comes off of Peyton Collins' knee and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, right idea there.
Yes, had him wide open.
He was open.
White inbounded back over to White. He's going to try to beat the press. Back into Owens, the middle of the floor. Throws it up to Atkins. McNeely was open. Had him. McNeely a little strong with the basketball.
Yeah, he had him open and almost got him too late. McNeely tried to catch and shoot it all in one motion. I'd like to see him come down there and land and go back up strong off 2 feet.
Yeah, McNeely going to stick on Easterling wherever he goes right now, trying to deny him the basketball. But Easterling gets the ball. He's going to pick up a screen. Buckhorn being very patient on the offensive set right now.
Yeah, they're going to make sure that the ball either going to go through McNeely or Neese's hands, then they turn it over.
Owens with the deflection. He's going to drive into the paint, runs into a brick wall into Peyton Collins and turns it over as Buckhorn comes back the other way. Neese coming down, hits Collins, puts it in for the bucket. Peyton Collins contributing on the defensive end and hustles down and is rewarded with the basket.
Yep. And then he did a great job defensively down there just to stand and hold his ground. We've talked about that before. I mean, that's his spot.
Yep. White with the ball on the side, looking to drive. He's going to go baseline, goes up, and he's blocked by Neese, and then he's going to commit the foul.
Yeah, probably not the shot that Coach Lee wanted.
No. .454, Buckhorn 50, Jenkins 47. As Buckhorn inbounds the ball, Neese to Easterling. Easterling taking his time as McNeely's going to pick him up at half court. You know, both teams have played really well tonight, Brian.
They have. We've been entertained.
Neese so good. That short range shot. Owens beats the trap, gets the ball up to McNeely. McNeely over to White to Rose.
Great passing.
But he's stripped away by Riley. Riley to Easterling. Riley comes in for the 8-foot jumper, and it's going to fall. Trouble for Jenkins right now as Coach Lee wants a timeout.
Yeah, he's got to get them settled down.
You take a full or a 30, do you know?
I didn't see. I think he's going to take a full timeout.
So we'll take a break here and come back in just a second.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Jenkins, Kentucky, Whitney Creek Court, as we are in the fourth quarter of a very entertaining game, Brian Johnson.
Yes, sir. It's been a great game, actually, Jim. And you know, we talked about before the game what was going to have to happen, and you know, Coach Blank's team, Buckhorn, their two stars have sure been playing well tonight. When you talk about Jacob Neese and Dylan Easterling, they've led the attack both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, two very fine players.
Yeah, and when you've got two good players like that to play within themselves, you become a very tough team.
Well, you know, and that's the thing about those two guys. They've not taken a lot of bad shots. They know what their strengths are and play to them. As the press once again inbounded to Kel Owens. Uses the ball fake, gets the ball to Rose in the middle of the field, out to McNeely. McNeely drives, goes all the way in. Nice play by McNeely.
And that's how you beat it. You know, that's what I said. Up the side, then shoot it out in the middle and out the side and attack it on the back end, and that's what they did.
Neese with the ball looking to drive. He's going to dribble it back out. Guarded tightly by White. Atkins with a nice rebound right there. Jenkins with it on the run as Atkins comes in, throws the ball off to McNeely, goes out of bounds, but it'll stay here with Jenkins.
Yeah, and I don't think Coach Blank wanted Neese that was not a shot that he liked either.
Collier's going to come in for White to inbound the ball.
Good pass.
No, just a little short as Nice goes up strong for the rebound.
Yep, just short armed it just a little bit.
I mean, had a great shot. Easterling guarded tightly by McNeely. Ball into Nice at the free throw line. Back over to Morris. Morris for three, and he hits it. Boy, that's a tough one for Jenkins.
That's a big shot right there.
You know, Morris has shot 3 or 4 threes tonight, but that one was bottoms.
Yeah, that's his first one.
Ball up to Rose as they beat the press. Pass into Atkins was a great pass from Rose.
I don't know how he caught it.
Yep, and Atkins comes up and scores, and Coach Lee's going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a break, and we'll come right back here in a second.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter. 2:55 left in the game. Buckhorn leading Jenkins by 57-51. And Brian, you said that, you know, it's really important right now for Jenkins to get a stop. You know, what do you look for Jenkins to try to do from here on out?
Well, I think what you might see here, you might see a little full court pressure up here to try to get a quick turnover. But other than that, they need to they're going to keep the ball out of Easterling's hands. Maybe, and, you know, Nice has been bringing it up. But maybe try to keep it out of their two hands and force somebody else to bring the ball up against the pressure.
Yeah,
maybe force them into a quick shot.
You know, Morris hits the three, but, you know, if you're Coach Lee, I mean, I'm okay with him shooting that.
You have to. I mean, that's just one of those things. Do you want Easterling or Nice scoring on you, or do you want to make somebody else beat you? And that's what he did, and you know, he hits the three.
I mean, those two guys have accounted for nearly 40 of the 57 points.
Absolutely.
Easterling inbound, but you're exactly right. Jenkins comes out in the press.
The old coach in me.
Yep, Buckhorn looks like they're going to salt it a little bit right here. It's Cameron Miller, top of the key. He's going to give it to, tries to get it to Nice, but Kel Owens really playing some aggressive defense.
And if you see who's really getting the defense put on them, it's Easterling and
it's tapped away by Atkins. Collier gets it. It's going to be a jump ball. Ball will go to Jenkins. So that's exactly what the Cavaliers ordered right there.
Yep.
But now, once again, they're going to have to face this very good press of Buckhorn. Ball goes to Atkins on the side. Buckhorn kind of pulled out of it quick there.
Yeah, he saw Coach Blank wave him back.
Wow. I don't know how Atkins got that in.
I don't know how he got it up. But you look at McNeely, he is right in the jersey of Easterling, and Owens is right with Nice. So they're going to do what they said. They're going to try to make somebody else beat them.
Rose gets the rebound as Morris misses the shot. Collier brings it across half-court line. He's going to give it back to Owens. Owens looks to drive. He's going to get a call with the charge. Yeah. He dropped his shoulder right there. And
sure did. Trying to get on in.
Yeah, and that was a good call.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at Atkins. If it goes one way, if the other way, it's going to have to be Easterling. Would you agree? So we're waiting here, minute 54 left, and man, This game has been wire to wire. I think Buckhorn did get a lead by about 11 at one point.
Yeah.
Jenkins came back in, tied it up several times. Now trailing by 4 with 1:54 to go.
Yeah, it's been exactly what we expected. Been a very entertaining game. It's been a really well-played game, actually.
It has.
Both teams are doing exactly what they are supposed to do. And now we've got Jenkins on the defensive end again.
And Jenkins got a couple of fouls to give to get where they need to be.
Oh, almost turned it over there.
Yep. Oh, not the foul that Rose wanted. They called a travel before the foul.
Yes, sir. And a lot of times that happens when the defense or the offensive player is not ready for that defensive guy to be right on him. That's a good call by the official.
Atkins gets the ball. No reason to be in a big hurry right here. Down 4. Atkins drives in, blocked by Neese. Neese corrals it, gets it up to Morris. Easterling finally gets the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and McNeely is all over him and he fouls him.
Yeah, you know, you have to at least one more time.
Yeah, that's fine. You're all right with that. Now try. Well, Easterling's going to throw the ball in, so you can deny him and not let him get the ball back.
But it looks like Buckhorn's going to take a 30-second timeout, and we're going to stay right here. Buckhorn, 4-point lead in the basketball, 1:22 to go. You know, if you're Buckhorn, do you take the air out, make him foul you?
Well, I will now. You know, there's one more foul, and we're shooting a bonus. So, yeah, I'm going to make Jenkins foul me. I've got 1:22 to go. You need to try. I'm going to make sure I try to get the ball in my good foul shooter's hands, but you're going to want the ball in Neese's hands or Easterling's hand. They've been the catalyst so far today. And if you're Jenkins, you're going to try to keep the ball out of those two guys' hands and do like you did a while ago and make somebody else come down and make a shot or take an ill-advised shot.
So now Easterling not going to throw the ball in.
Yeah.
So Cameron Miller going to inbound the ball.
And you see Neely's all over him.
Yeah. So at what point do you commit the foul now?
I give him it now. What now? I would do it. Oh, they threw it away.
Boy.
And that's because of the pressure and the long cross-court pass.
Yeah, White going to check in for call. You're going offense. Kel Owens with the ball. It's going to cross the half-court line.
Yeah, now you don't need a 3 here. Just go ahead and get you a good shot.
Yeah, you can worry about that later.
Here's a high ball screen.
Whew.
Almost struck the pivot foot.
White with the ball inside to Rose.
There's where I would go, right there.
Rose, nice move, goes up and puts it in. I'm telling you, Rose is an absolute hammer in there. And they're going to get Atkins on the foul as Buckhorn comes down to shoot the 2 shots right here.
Man, that's okay. You know, I would like to see them try to play it out just a little bit, see if they couldn't get a turnover.
But, you know, when the ball is not in Neese or Easterling's hands, it's probably worth the gamble.
Yeah, let's go ahead. That's what I'm saying. I would go ahead and foul him and put him on the line, see if Miller can knock 2 down.
Yeah, Cameron Miller to the line here. 2-point lead for Buckhorn. He puts the first one up. Nothing but the bottom of the sack.
Looks good.
Extends the lead to 3. 49 seconds to go. Now, will Buckhorn stay in the press after this, or will they come back?
I would expect him maybe to drop off to maybe like a 3/4 court, not put all the pressure up on him.
Yeah, Miller
That's
steps
kind of the token.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Miller steps to the line, quickly knocks them both down. Atkins shoots a 3, and it's going to be in and out, but Rose gets the rebound, puts it up and misses it. Manili gets the rebound, puts it up and misses it. Rose gets the rebound, and he's going to go up and gets fouled. Wow, what a slugfest in there in the paint.
I mean, you better have your big boy pants on. You get down there at this point. This point in the game.
Now, free throw shooting so critical now for the Cavaliers. But watch Atkins. He's gotten 2 offensive rebounds off of free throws so far this game. Rose first one up, and it's good.
Yeah, and he's got a smaller player boxing him out.
Yep, he's got Morris instead of Neese.
Yeah, and I would, He's probably got the jumping ability there on Morris.
Short. Oh. It takes a long bounce, and it's going to be a timeout for Buckhorn, but we'll stay right here. 30-second timeout. My goodness, that bounce was wild.
Almost back to the shooter.
Yep. So 3-point lead for Buckhorn. It's going to come down to free throws, I assume, from here on out.
Yeah, and what Jenkins is going to have to do right here, and they called the timeout over there on the outside of the three-point line, so the ball is going to be placed in bounds at the 28-foot mark over there on the sideline. So Jenkins is going to have to put the pressure up on, try to get a quick steal, and if not, then you're going to have to foul immediately and then try to extend the game.
But they really don't want Nice or Easterling to shoot those free throws.
Nice or Easterling.
Even though Miller pulls up and knocks down two without any.
He just made two, and actually, you know, they've shot 4 free throws this quarter. Buckhorn has, and they've made all 4 of them. They've actually shot, they've not missed a free throw all night.
And, you know, you look at the score, 59-56. Jenkins has left a lot of points on the board at the free throw line.
Yes, they have. Buckhorn they are 8 for 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Can't be any better than that.
No, and that wins close ball games.
Yes, it does. You know, we say so many things before a game that just, you know, it sounds like the same old thing. But, you know, there's a reason you say it.
Because it's true, and that's how it is. And Jenkins going to play a run out, except they're going to guard McNeely and Easterling.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Nice gets the ball, and they're looking to trap. Throws it up to Morris, and Rose fouls him. And probably who you want to send to the line if you're Jenkins. He's not shot a free throw, I don't think, tonight, has he?
No, he has not.
21 seconds to go.
And then that worked out exactly how Coach Lee probably drew it up.
Free throw up, and the free throw shooting for Buckhorn continues as Morris knocks down the 3. Give them 9 for 9 tonight from the free throw line.
Yes, sir. Like we said, those free throws win in close ball games.
They made it out to a 2-possession game. Free throw up, and it's going to roll out, but rebounded by Buckhorn and put back in by big number 5, Peyton Collins.
Yeah, that's a killer on
that's going to be tough
rebound.
on him. And Cale Owens finally gets his hand on the ball. Rose goes down with the ankle injury, and Jenkins throws it away. And with 5 seconds to go, that's probably going to do it as Rose steps on a foot there.
Yeah, and you hate to see that. I mean, he just came back from an injury, and he steps on his teammate's foot. It was nobody else back there but he and Cale.
Yeah, tough kid. He's played well tonight.
He has had a well of a game, and you hate to see any kid get injured or hurt at any point.
As Collier checks in for Rose, and 62-56, our Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be from number 0 from Buckhorn, and that is Dylan Easterling. Dylan, how many points did Dylan end up with?
He's got 23, looks like right now.
And he's had a well of a game. Jenkins gonna, I guess, call a timeout, or are we still talking about the injury?
Yeah, we got a timeout now.
So we'll take a break, and we'll come right back for the last 5.8 seconds in just a second.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets, Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
And welcome back to Jenkins, 5.8 seconds. Glad you could join us here tonight for an awesome night of Glory Road basketball. And this game has been a great one.
Yeah, it's lived up to its billing for sure.
The long outlet pass to Easterling, and he's going to go out of bounds, and definitely not what Sharp wanted right there, Coach.
No, and that's going to be thrown back in.
Yes,
right
under the goal.
Because nobody touched it. Yeah.
So 5.8 seconds. It would take
need 2 quick threes. That's kind of a tall task.
That's a tall order here.
And if you're Buckhorn here, you need to guard the 3-point line. Let them have a 2-pointer. You don't even have to throw it in.
Owens for the 3 in the corner, and it's going to be long. Rebound by Atkins, pulled down by, and that's 1.1 second left on the clock as Jenkins fouls. And Cameron Miller will go to the line. He hit the last 2 that he attempted. Jenkins is going to go down, take a loss tonight, but, not a single thing for them to hang their heads out tonight.
No, absolutely not. They played hard, and they played well, even though they're going to come up on the short end of the stick here tonight. They played well. They played much better than what we saw last week.
Tremendously, yes. As Miller hits both free throws.
And a lot of that's probably because they have Rose back, and he gives them such more of a dynamic. Now you don't know how long he's going to be hurt.
Yeah, and Brian, as the game ends 64-56, Buckhorn on top. These Glory Road games, I'm telling you, I would definitely, we've did them at Car Creek, we've did them at Breathitt County, we've did them at Neon, we've did them at Jenkins, and they are such phenomenal, fun games for everybody here.
And if you've never been involved in one, you need to come out to one of them.
And, it's just been a really good night. I'm going to let you go over the scoring, and then we'll get out of here. So, once again, Glory Road doubleheader tonight. It's been a phenomenal event. So many people out here that have really had a chance to relive a little bit of that nostalgia from the days gone by as the Jenkins cheerleaders and cheerleader alum are doing their final cheer.
Okay, I'm ready to give you the scoring here. First, we'll go for the Jenkins Cavaliers. Kel Owens ended up the game with 6 points. Chase McNeely with 9. Malachi Atkins had a great game for the Cavaliers tonight. He ended up with 18. Hunter Wyatt ended up with 11. And Connor Rose with 12 for a total of 56. And for the Buckhorn or the Witherspoon Wildcats, they were led this evening in scoring by Dylan Easterling with 23. Peyton Collins ended up with 6. Cameron Miller with 9 and made 4 big free throws there in the fourth quarter. Daniel Morris with 4 and Jacob Neese with 20. And rounding out the scoring, Alex Begley had 2. And if you get 2 guys that are scoring 20 or more, you've done a good job's work.
Oh, yeah, and then the Buckhorn, they complement each other really well. Easterling got a little bit more range than Neese, but Neese, such a wizard from that 12-foot on in, just really good with it. Final thoughts on the game tonight, Brian?
Well, I thought we saw a good ball game tonight, Jim. We were entertained. I thought we saw what both teams are good at. They done. Buckhorn's really good at playing a lot of pressure, getting up in your face. And Easterling and Neese, they didn't disappoint.
No,
they came and done exactly what they did. And Jenkins looked better. They're better with Rose was in there than they were last week. And, if Coach Lee, he needs to get over the injury bug and get everybody healthy 100%, and they'll be good. They did some good things tonight.
Oh, I was very pleased, watching them play. And I'm sure that Coach Lee, of course, he wants to win here with all the pageantry that's went on tonight. But in the end of the day, all you can ask for is your players to give you 100%, and they definitely did that. For all of the Hometown Sports crew, KJ on the cameras and Steve on the controls, I'm Jim McCauley along with Brian Johnson. We'll